What is going on, everybody? Let's go. Let's go. How are we doing, folks? Here on Sunday, week two of the NFL season, 49ers, Minnesota Vikings. We are just over 20 minutes away from kickoff. And do we have a lot to talk about before this game? There is a lot of news when you think about what's happened with Christian McCaffrey. What's up, Ashton G? How are we doing? We got Crazy Guy in the house. Colin Page, Big Wave, Peter, DJ Gene. Let's go, let's go. How are we doing? We got Ann here. Good to see you, Ann. All the way from sunny California. Love to see it. But yeah, what a game last week. The 49ers dominated the New York Jets 32-19, but really 32-13 when you think about it. We gave up that touchdown at the very end, garbage time touchdown. You know, of course it counts for the stats, but I think that's a bit harsh. I thought the Niners defense was excellent, bar that one drive where the Jets, it was like 11 or 12 plays and they got the touchdown. Nick Sorensen did a great job at adjusting from there, and the defense dominated. We ran the ball really well. Purdy was efficient. Can't really ask for much more than that. Obviously, the big news of the day and the last couple of days is Christian McCaffrey. And Christian McCaffrey has been officially placed on injured reserve. So what that used to mean he'd be out for the season. But now they've changed the rules where you can designate it's just a shorter time. So he's going to miss the next 4 games. Luckily, the next 4 games for the San Francisco 49ers are not, no game is easy, but they're not the most difficult. It's not the difficult part of the schedule. We're talking today's game here, at the Vikings, at the Rams, then at home against the Patriots and the Cardinals. So that's not exactly a gauntlet compared to later in the season when we play, let's say, Kansas City, Dallas, Tampa Bay, and then you play Seattle, Green Bay, and then Jordan Love will be back, and Buffalo. So I think it's the wise decision. It's a bummer, of course. Like, we all want McCaffrey to be out there playing, but it's a wise decision to do it now. Give him as much time as he needs. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he also sits week 6 against Seattle, and you basically wait till week 7 when we host Kansas City. That's the 20th of October, so that's over a month away. So you give him basically, 5 weeks to get right, and then you have him back for the game against Kansas City, and then we play Dallas at home, and then we have a bye week. So maybe he plays 2 games, bye week to kind of rest, see how he's doing, and then go for the stretch run. But let's say hello to everybody in here. We got, Ann is here from California. We got Ben here. Number of times Debo gets blanketed today. Over 1.5. I think he's going to be used a lot, so we'll maybe say over. Drew says, woot woot. Good to see you, Drew. Israel Ramirez, go Niners, bang bang, let's go. Yarky's in the house. Good to see you, good sir, Mr. Johnson. Blanketed by a linebacker, says Ben. Oh, that changes it. I don't really, the Viking linebackers, they are not as good as the Jets ones. Van Ginkel is like a pass rusher. They have Jonathan Greenard, who's a pass rusher. The middle linebackers, compared to a CJ Mosley and Quincy Williams that the Jets have, I don't think they're as good. Rich D's in the house. Let's go. Let's go. We got Peter Miller, of course. Shifty. How you doing, Peter? Great to see you. Reggae Sharks in the house. Bang, bang, Niner Gang. And, of course, my boy Christian is in the house. How we doing? Bang, bang, Niner Gang. I am doing good. I'm doing great. We are 20 minutes away from kickoff, really kicking off week 2 in the NFL. 49ers traveling to the Minnesota Vikings, a place, and I know it's been said a lot over the last week, but a place that the Niners have not won since 1992, which is just wild to me. When you think about there's so many good 49ers teams over the last 32 years that none of them managed to win in Minnesota. Not that we play them every single year. So McCaffrey is expected to miss 6 weeks. So I'm kind of expecting, I think the 49ers what they're going to aim for is week 7 against Kansas City. We know how big of a game that is. I think, look, it's not a division game. It's not even a conference game, but I think we know mentally how big of a game that is for the 49ers, week 7 against Kansas City. It's almost like Steve Young. You got to get the monkey off your back. Like, you got to beat Kansas City. When we look at Kyle Shanahan, hasn't beat Kansas City 2 Super Bowls, and I think we've played Kansas City, I want to say at least 2 times, maybe 3 in the regular season. 2 or 3 times in the regular season. We haven't won once. So if you can get that off your back and actually beat Kansas City week 7, and having McCaffrey back would be massive help, then that's something that you do. That would be awesome, and that would be such a massive boost for the season. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We got so many games before that we have to just take it one game at a time. Started the season week 2. It's a bummer about McCaffrey, but Jordan Mason was fantastic last week. I do think in the next week or so, because McCaffrey was practicing on Friday, and that was apparently his worst day of practice in terms of pain. So it was relatively last minute. Don't be surprised if maybe Monday or Tuesday. I think the 49ers bring back Matt Breida. That's just my opinion. Super familiar with the system. He was brought in and he was here during training camp. That would be my guess, that you bring in Matt Breida, and then you have Jordan Mason, Isaac Guerrero, and then you have Patrick Taylor as well. Dirtiest Tiger says, let's go Niners. Let's go. And Crazy Juice, what up, Crazy Juice? How we doing, good sir? Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Sickies in the house. Let's go. Aloha from Hawaii. I hope it's a beautiful, and I'm sure it is, a beautiful morning out there in Hawaii. Super jealous. I'd love to be in Hawaii. That sounds amazing. Ben says, I believe Amp Lee was the starting running back the last time the 49ers beat the Vikings in Minnesota, which that's going back a ways. Amp Lee. I kind of remember Amp Lee more as like a kick returner, and but that was still like, I don't remember games. I just kind of remember some of the teams back then, but we're talking, I was like 5 years old when that happened. So, but I do remember Amp Lee more as a kick returner, but he was like I think an okay running back. That would have been around, was Ricky Watters not playing? I think Ricky Watters would have been on the team right around then, wouldn't he? Joe Rosadini's in the house. What up? How are you, Joe? I am doing fantastic. 15 minutes away from kickoff. San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The Sam Darnold-led Minnesota Vikings, believe it or not. Which is pretty wild. We have 4 likes on the stream, guys. Do consider liking the stream. We'll try and get a whole bunch of people in here for 49ers Vikings. That would be rad. Yeah, we'll have a party. It's not often that we get to watch the 49ers play at this time. I think, do we play at this time at any other point during the season? We do. So week 10, when we play at Tampa Bay, it'll be the same time, but every other game time it's later. I kind of like the early games, and then if you win, then you get to enjoy the rest of the football week. Ampley was Ricky Watters' backup. Okay, yeah, running Ricky Watters. Ricky Watters was a really good running back, but then it was after the 94 season, I believe that was like when we won the Super Bowl against the San Diego Chargers, and then I think he went to, was it Seattle he went to after? Seattle or somewhere. I know he left the 49ers. DJ Jeans in the house. Let's go. Let's go, DJ. Let's go, everyone says, and happy to be back. Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. Yep, we're doing a little kind of preview countdown of the game. So when I look at this matchup, a big thing that the 49ers are going to have to do is basically you just want to pressure Sam Darnold. Now, one thing which we did sack Rodgers once, and Rodgers is a tricky one when you play against Rodgers because, of course, you want to try and pressure Rodgers, but if you blitz Rodgers, he is just so experienced that he can take advantage of that. Like if you're bringing, let's say, defensive backs, he'll be able to spot that in an instant and be able to make the quick decision. Sam Darnold, I don't know if that's the same case with Darnold. So I think if you maybe do have to bring a little bit of pressure, the Vikings do have a pretty darn good offensive line. A couple of their guys have been banged up this week, but you look at their offensive tackles, you got Christian Darrisaw, you got Brian O'Neill at tackle, so those guys are both really solid. On the inside, you have Garrett Bradbury, so the really solid offensive line. They're going to look to establish the run game with Aaron Jones and then build off of that play action, trying to hit the 49ers to Justin Jefferson. Big things, though, for the Vikings. Two guys who are out for this game is, number one, Jordan Addison. If we remember last season on Monday Night Football, Jordan Addison, right before halftime, had that crazy touchdown. Mooney Ward should have picked it off. Addison ripped it away, ran it in. Unbelievable. So he's not playing. And then also tight end TJ Hawkinson. Very good tight end TJ Hawkinson is also not playing today. Are we going to see Keyshawn Vaughn? I don't think so. My guess is it's going to be, when you talk about running back, it's going to be, like last week, a heavy dose of Jordan Mason. And then I think you are going to see... I think you'll see a lot of Deebo Samuel in the backfield. Maybe you'll see Isaac Guerrero a couple of times, but I don't know on the road. Kyle Shanahan, will he want to go with a ton? Like, will he want to go with the rookie? I think he'll probably stick with Mason and Deebo. Hostile environment on the road. I think you maybe play it safe with those guys. Alrighty, so we got some comments here as well coming in. Melissa's in the house. How are you, Melissa? Great to see you. Hey, Shifty and everyone. That's awesome. Thanks for coming by, Melissa. Always a pleasure. Crazy Guy says, I'm also currently on the road in your RV. I'm doing something stupid with your life. Alrighty. Well, look, sometimes you got to go all out. You know what I mean? I'm going to one GameStop in all 50 states. I'm currently on my way to Arizona. Can I ask why you're doing that? Not that I'm like critiquing it necessarily. I'd look for I don't know, maybe like landmarks and stuff to go if I'm doing like a cross country road trip all 50 states. I mean, that's an interesting one. It's almost like the what's that one? It's the Last Blockbuster is that still open? The Last Blockbuster, I think it's in Oregon. I think that would actually be really cool to go to. DJ Jean says Chiefs may as well be playing in Springfield because they're jeepers. Topical. That's topical and yeah. Wow. Yeah, Springfield, Ohio, huh? First win in Minnesota since 92 today. That would be awesome. That's what we're looking for. We are looking for, just a big time game here. If we can move to 2-0 on the season, and then when you think about it, then we go week 3 at the Rams in Levi's South, which the Rams, I'm not going to ever discount them because when you have Sean McVay, who's a very good coach, you have Matthew Stafford who can air out the ball. Cooper Kupp is healthy. However, they have a ton of guys injured. So many players already, on injured reserve, going to miss the Niner games. So you'd like to think like we should be favored in that. And then you have a couple of home games against the Patriots, against the Cardinals. So, if you can get the win here, get one of those monkeys off your back in terms of winning in Minnesota, which has just been so difficult for the 49ers, that would be huge. And then you'd look forward down the road, week 7 against Kansas City. Ann asks, is Jawan Jennings in? Yes, Jawan Jennings will be playing. He got a little bit banged up last week. It was that kind of hip drop tackle, which I kind of forgot that they made that a rule where you're not supposed to do that, yet the Jets were not called for it, where you kind of can't basically drop them down with your hip. It just leads to the ankle injuries, like what happened to Jawan Jennings. But overall, I think that it's great to have Jawan Jennings, and he was key. Like, I think he led the team in receiving yards last week, but on so many third downs, I know we call him third and Jawan, but so often Jawan Jennings was the guy to make a play in a key situation, and that's what you count from Jawan Jennings. I do think that they're going to target Ayuk a little bit more compared to last week. Ayuk is going to be desperate to make up for that really bad drop that he had in the end zone, show why he's like a $30 million a season guy. So getting Brandon Ayuk maybe a bit more involved, but look, it's a little bit difficult to say because there's just so many weapons that the 49ers have, so it's hard to pinpoint who they're going to go to. I'm kind of thinking that today it's still going to be a little bit more of a Debo, Kittle in the passing game, and Mason, of course, in the running game. I think it'll maybe be another week or two until we really see them unleash Ayuk in the offense. So that's just my kind of prediction, I guess. My dog and I drove my antique Land Cruiser to Colorado and back last week. How was that, Drew? I love Colorado. Such a beautiful state. You're in your shop, so you have to mute off, and that sucks, Melissa. I love crazy road. Look, crazy road trips are good, just kind of random, and you get to have a unique experience. Like the whole going 50 states to see a GameStop in each state. That's pretty interesting, and that's something that no one else would have ever done, I would imagine. So that's pretty cool. I'm also doing that too. I might stop at some famous landmarks too. I do plan on going to the Four Corners Monument. Very good. If anyone failed history class like me, the four. Oh yeah, that's exactly where the four states meet. That's pretty cool. I would definitely go there. Drew, your dog drives. My dog and I. That's pretty hilarious. I'd trust your dog driving. Were you able to avoid those thousands of gangs taking over the state? Oh, jeepers. Yeah, there's crazy stuff going on in the U.S. I don't know how much to believe it or not, but wacky stuff going on out there right now. Yeah, let's go Kittle as well. And absolutely, I think this could be. Look, the Vikings linebackers are. I don't think that they're on the level of the New York Jets linebackers, so that maybe frees things up for Kittle to have a bigger game. Now, the one thing to keep an eye on, which I did look, and it's something that I kind of pointed out in my preview video, is that the Vikings secondary is one that has previous guys. Now, granted, it's maybe been a little while, but they were like all pro players, Pro Bowl caliber guys, but just veteran guys like Stephon Gilmore, Harrison Smith, Shaquille Griffin, Byron Murphy Jr. Like all these guys are good players. They're veteran guys. They've been around the league, and they are well coached by Brian Flores. And Brian Flores has had success against Kyle Shanahan. If you look last year in the game, Purdy had a couple of interceptions. Wasn't the best performance by the 49ers. Now, in that game, there was no Debo or Trent Williams, but still, the Vikings, they didn't have Justin Jefferson, and they beat us. So it is, when you look offensively, it's going to be interesting to see that Kyle Shanahan, Brian Flores matchup. Also to see, look, we're familiar with Sam Darnold, and how are the 49ers going to match up against Sam Darnold in this game? We kind of know what he's capable of, but the different weapons are going to attack us differently. We'll have to just wait and see. It's 80 degrees with wind and some rain, ideal for the 49ers. Yeah. That would be, but Minnesota, they're in the dome, right? So, also plan on going to the highest point in every state. Excellent. He's a decent driver, but tends to wreck when chasing cats. Yeah, that might not be great. Yeah. The dog's driving, and it's just like, there's a cat. Four Corners is on tribal land. Very cool monument. Gotta pay to get in, though. Yeah, I think it's something that you kind of want to do, and if you're going to be near there, like that is pretty cool, like the intersection of like four states. Rural Colorado is just I can't even speak. Rural Colorado is just showing off, except for the east. That and west Kansas is painful to drive through. Yeah, I spent time in Colorado, about 6 months in Colorado, but there's so many of the states, which I don't really like calling them flyover states, but there are so many of those states that around, middle America that I really would have liked to have seen. I just never did. Not that I can always go back and check it out, but who will be the first to score, says DJ Gene. First to score. I am going to go with Jordan Mason. Let's go Jordan Mason. So sad they never got to see Kyrie Jackson play a single. Yeah, that's really sad. Kyrie Jackson, rookie cornerback out of Oregon, someone who I really liked leading up to, like, in terms of like draft analysis. I really thought he'd be a great fit for San Francisco. Unfortunately, he passed away, which is just really sad. So, obviously rest in peace to Kyrie Jackson. Just a terrible situation for someone so young with such a bright future ahead of him. Like, it's sad anytime, but Joe says, Shifty, what do you think about Bosa this year? I thought he looked good week one, even without any sacks. I think having Floyd into that, I completely agree with you, Joe. Last year, clearly the kind of holdout, like waiting for the new contract, had a massive impact, I think, on Nick Bosa. But I think maybe just as much as that, I believe that just the defensive scheme didn't really lend itself. Like it always seemed like when we were playing four down linemen, it was just very vanilla with the defensive line. I think what we're going to see here, with Nick Sorensen, like we saw it a little bit in week one, but also moving forward, you're going to see a lot of stunts. You're going to see more blitzing. You're going to see a lot of different looks. I think we maybe move Bosa around. Another player who's back is Yetur Gross-Matos, who never really had the career in Carolina that I think he was expecting when he came out of college. I think he went to Penn State. But I think he's going to be a big addition to the pass rushing attack on obvious third down situations. But I think Bosa should have a good year. I think he was disruptive in week one without like filling the stat sheet. And it's so massive. It's massive for any defense, but like when you can play zone effectively and if you get pressure with your front four guys and you have seven guys back there in coverage, like it's just so difficult on quarterbacks. And yes, I'm also counting Washington, D.C., so technically 51. 50 states and a district. Crazy guy, you can't drive to Hawaii. That's true. Or I guess you can drive to Alaska. You'd be going through Canada, though. Hollywood's injury isn't healing right, and he needs surgery. He may be out all season. Hollywood, that's Marquise Hollywood Brown for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's obviously a bummer. I know that he was someone in the offseason that they picked up to really help stretch the field. They were able to get Xavier Worthy in the draft, who's just lightning quick, and he's going to fill that role almost basically immediately. And I do like Xavier Worthy. Good call, DJ. I will fill it up. Actually, I should fill it up now. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to fill up some water. Good call, DJ. Good call. Game is about to start here, by the way. Just about ready for kickoff. Whew, let's go. But where was I at you just want to get after the quarterback and force them into mistakes. So, Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy. Yeah, I think that Xavier Worthy is a really good draft pick for him. There's a reason why they traded up to get him. I think that the Chiefs have done really well getting Xavier Worthy, and they still have weapons. You talk about Rashee Rice, whether however you feel about some of the things off the off field that have happened with him, but you still got Travis Kelce, Isaiah Pacheco. Kansas City's going to be rolling. They signed Juju too. Yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't know what to expect of him, but, I think he's just kind of somewhat of a shadow of his former self. Juju with the Steelers was so good and then just kind of fell off. Injuries is what kind of seemed to be the thing. Save money. Oh, for plane tickets to fly to Hawaii. Beautiful, man. I'd love to go to Hawaii. Defense has 1 sack and Purdy has 0 TDs. Not a good sign, says Eddie V. Look, it's one game, when you think about we have 2 rushing touchdowns. We definitely like to be scoring more touchdowns than field goals like we did in week 1. But, sacks can be a little bit of an overrated stat. Like if you sack a quarterback and let's say they lose a yard, right? Oh, Jay in the Bay, what's going on? Hot diggity dog. What's good, Jay in the Bay? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. 49ers winning 31-21. I got it a little bit closer. I have it 24-20 San Francisco, but this should be a really good game. Good to see you, Jay in the Bay, and definitely, man, if you're up for doing a show sometime, I'd be down. You could be the first person to drive an amphi car to Hawaii. That would be interesting. But yeah, I think sometimes sack stats can be a little bit overrated. Because if you sack someone and then they only lose a yard. Compared to if you pressure a quarterback and force him to throw it away, like the sack shows up as like the big stat, but just forcing that throw away is basically just as good. Like maybe the difference of a yard. So sometimes I think sacks can be a little overrated. Although, look, if you force negative plays, that always is it's a good thing to get sacks. But, yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, everybody. We'll be doing subscriber checks and all that throughout the game. But thank you, Jay. You are the best, dude. Always a pleasure to see you. Hope you're keeping well out there, buddy. And you got, who is this who's going to be sounding the horn in the U.S. Bank Stadium? I'm not sure who. Oh, that's Mike Conley Jr. Oh, the Timberwolves guard, Mike Conley. Yo, Lion 297, how are you? Beige Noir, Cricket 65, good to see you. And Susan, great to see you as well. Game is about to start here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We'll see. I'm not sure who's getting the ball first. Be nice if they showed the field. That'd be great. It looks like San Francisco is going to get the ball first. San Francisco will get the ball. Hit that like, yeah, okay, I don't get to see it. That's a bummer, Melissa. Yeah, we should link up for, yeah, definitely Jay in the Bay. Anytime you're around, buddy. So Minnesota is kicking off to San Francisco. It's going to be a touchback. So we will start 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Deebo Samuel was back there for the return, but it was just a kickoff straight through the end zone. Absolutely, Jay. You name the time and place, and we'll make it work. I hope CMC comes back. I think he's out for at least the next 4 games. So this game and then 3 more, and we'll see after that. Alrighty, 1st and 10, San Francisco at the 30-yard line. Just a friendly reminder, guys, if we can avoid spoilers, some people kind of rely on the calls made on the stream. 1st and 10, Purdy is looking to throw. Over the middle, going to be caught by Kyle Juszczyk, going to pick up about 5 yards. Was looking downfield, nothing there, nothing doing. So clearly good coverage downfield by the Vikings. It was a play action. Purdy over the middle. NFL is showing Tennessee versus Jets. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 coming up here for the San Francisco 49ers at our own 35-yard line. Purdy's going to be in the shotgun, or in the pistol. Mason behind him. Purdy's looking to throw quick, out route quick, caught by Ayuk, breaking a tackle, and Ayuk's maybe going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tried breaking tackles and getting upfield, nothing doing there. It's going to be 3rd and 5. I'm going to say no gain on the play. Minnesota's defense looking to get a quick 3 and out here. 49ers, they're actually going to give him 2 yards on the play with forward progress. I thought maybe they wouldn't have given him the forward progress because he was trying to keep moving upfield. But 3rd and 3, they're actually calling it from our own 37. Purdy's in the shotgun, Mason to his right. Deebo, Jennings, Ayuk up top, Kittle down low. Snap is away, looking to throw Purdy. Throws it, almost intercepted, looking for Deebo Samuel. And he was just zeroed in on Deebo Samuel. Not a good throw at all. Purdy was under pressure. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. I'm a little bit surprised that we're throwing so much. I hate that throw from Purdy. That was not a good throw. Deebo was blanketed, and then the linebacker came over. Incomplete. 49ers get away with that one. Sicky, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Appreciate you, buddy. So it's 4th and 3 from our 37, from our own 37. Wisnowski punts the ball away, and it's going to be taken at the 6-yard line. And he's got some room to run, gets up to about the 14-yard line. So the 49ers go 3 and out. Minnesota will take over the ball at their own 14-yard line. Wisnowski with a decent punt there. So Sam Darnold and the offense will go to work. We have 59 people in here, guys. Thank you for checking out Shifty's 49ers Talk. Do like and subscribe to the channel. Like the stream, subscribe if you can. 3 yards and we don't run the ball. Yeah, not great. Clearly they wanted to come out running and didn't like the 3rd down pass at all. 1st and 10, Minnesota. Darnold behind center, single back is Aaron Jones. They're going to fake the handoff to Aaron Jones under pressure immediately, incomplete. Nick Bosa not fooled at all by the play action, and Nick Bosa right in the face of Sam Darnold forces basically the throwaway. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings at their own 14-yard line. Do we practice because you all play in like a Pop Warner team? Brock seems off. He's lifted his back leg when he threw. Well, there was the player right by his foot, but yeah, I didn't like that throw at all. That was ugly. 2nd and 10, Minnesota at their own 15, they're actually calling it. So Darnold in shotgun. Beside him, you have Aaron Jones. Snap is away, looking to throw. Got time, going to be caught by the receiver, picks up Justin Jefferson, picks up 6, maybe 7 yards, and now the Vikings will be faced with a short 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Still no Talanoa Hufanga out there, hoping that he'll be back maybe next week or the week after. George Odom and Jair Brown are the safeties. Lenore and Ward are your outside cornerbacks. 3rd and 3, Darnold in the shotgun. Snap is away, he is looking to throw. Under pressure, but gets away from it. Rambles to his left, and it's going to pick up a 1st down and a whole bunch more, and Sam Darnold gets to the 37. Picks up a whole bunch of yards there, maybe 12, 13. Malik Collins had the pressure on Darnold, and Darnold just kind of turned and rolled away from it. Sorry, it was Javon Hargrave with the pressure, but Darnold's sneaky athletic, but Javon Hargrave was right there. Good protection by Darisaw, though. 1st down, Minnesota. They're up to about the 37-yard line. Darnold behind center. Single back is Aaron Jones making a check at the line of scrimmage. Snap his way. They're going to pitch it up to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones cuts back inside and is going to rumble forward for about 8, maybe 9 yards. So up to the 46, their own 46. So Minnesota is on the move. 2nd and 1. Darnold knows us, and we know Darnold. We got 70 people in here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Aaron Jones. Yeah, he's a good running back. I thought that was such an underrated pickup that kind of flew under the radar. 2nd and 1 here for Minnesota. Darnold fakes the handoff. Darnold's going to be under pressure in the pocket, going to throw it downfield, and that's going to be broken up by Mooney Ward. Great job, Charvarius Mooney Ward. They're showing Odom, but I'm pretty sure that was Ward. I'm surprised that Darnold threw that. He clearly could have ran a couple yards and picked up the 1st down. It was actually George Odom and Mooney Ward there on the coverage. So Darnold throwing it downfield, trying to get it to Jefferson. Great job. I guess it was more Mooney Ward. So it's 3rd and 1 now. No Corona today? No Corona today, no. I got work early in the morning tomorrow. So play clock is going to wind down. Minnesota is going to be forced to call a timeout. So it's 3rd and 1 for Minnesota at their own 46-yard line. They've just been forced to call a timeout. Play clock was winding down. You're right, Melissa. It's been 32 years since San Francisco has beat the Vikings in Minnesota. That was pass interference, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Cricket, I think you're right. Yeah, I mean, I could see if they called that, let's say if they called that holding, I think I wouldn't have been able to complain about it. Never fails, can't hold any QB that runs. Yeah. So this is going to be a really interesting call. Here is the decision. I mean, for Minnesota, of course, they want to get the 1st down, but if San Francisco can get a stop here, considering where they're at in the field, you wonder what Minnesota will want to do. 3rd and 1 at their own 46, 11:34 to go in the 1st quarter. Darnold is going to be in the shotgun, in the pistol. Aaron Jones behind him. Snap is away. They're going to hand it off at the middle, and he's going to get the 1st down. He just gets enough falls forward. Devondre Campbell was there to meet him, but Aaron Jones just got enough to get the 1st down. 1st and 10, Minnesota at their own 48-yard line. Yeah, hungover at work is just brutal. Especially because I work 12-hour days when I work, so it's long. It's a long day. 1st and 10, Minnesota. There is 11 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. They're at their own 48-yard line. Come on, defense. Got to make a big play here. Come on. Darnold is going to be behind center. The back is Aaron Jones. Man in motion is Jefferson. There's two guys moving. He flips it away. There's flags everywhere. And it's going to be a completely broken play call. Darnold flips it back. That play was doomed from the get-go. Now, if you're San Francisco, you can clearly just decline this, right? Because they lost about maybe 10 plus yards there. There ended up being two guys in motion. Darnold, I think, was going to flip it to a running back, but that play call was just dead from the get-go. The penalty is declined, so Minnesota, it's hard to describe what happened there. There was two guys in motion, so it was illegal shift number one, and then the play call was just, there was massive miscommunication. The tight end runs into Darnold as he goes to pitch it to a back, and that was almost very close to a fumble. Aaron Jones was able to land on it, but they lost a bunch of yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 23. They lost 13 yards on the play. 2nd and 23 here coming up for Minnesota. Darnold in the shotgun, back to his left. Snap is away. Darnold is looking to throw. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught by Justin Jefferson, who gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So pickup of 13 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now for Minnesota. A bit of pressure there by Nick Bosa, but bit of pressure. What in the Darnold is going on there? Good route there. Justin Jefferson able to find the soft spot. So it's going to be, I'm going to say 3rd and 10-ish coming up here for Minnesota, maybe 3rd and 9. But that's a good pickup on 2nd and very long. They're calling it 3rd and 10. Darnold in the shotgun by himself. Niners showing maybe pressure to the left side. Snap is away. They're only rushing 4. Darnold's got all the time in the world back there. Throws over the middle. Fred Warner. Great coverage. All-pro Fred covering Aaron Jones, and he just swats it away, incomplete, 4th and 10. Niners will get the ball back. Great coverage by Fred Warner. The pass rush really wasn't there, and Fred Warner just leaps and swats the ball away looking for Aaron Jones. So great job by Fred Warner. Wow, what a play by All-Pro Fred. That was unreal. 4th and 10, Minnesota going to punt the ball away. And the punt is away. And we'll see where the ball lands. It's going to not take a 49er bounce. He went into the end zone. He took it into the end zone. So that should be a touchback. Yeah. So that would have been 1st and 10 for the Niners at the 3. But the Viking who ran down to get the ball then runs into the end zone. So that by rule is actually a touchback. Yeah, his foot was on the line, so that's going to be a touchback. So the Niners will actually get the ball at our own 20. A lot of funky things happening, like really quickly here. Like that play call where it was just a complete miscommunication by the Vikings. Whew. Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that is a touchback. So basically, the Vikings were punting from around midfield. The ball was bouncing towards the 49er 3-yard line. A Viking player was running down full sprint, basically got the ball, and instead of he with his momentum, it carried himself into the end zone. So that by rule is actually a touchback. So, the special teams coordinator is going to be going ballistic at that guy, because instead of starting from the 3, we now start from the 20-yard line. Yeah, that was a great job by Fred Warner. Unbelievable. Welcome to the practice squad. We got to settle down and run the ball. I think you guys are right. Yeah, Christian, don't forget to run the ball. Wow, what a wild play. The Vikings offense, so the run game looks pretty solid. Darnold has time back there. But I think if you're San Francisco, you guys are right in the chat. I think we got to try and establish the run game. Get the run game going, get some positive chunk yards on 1st down, 2nd down. Make life easier on ourselves. That by rule means Zeus no longer favors you. Dadvastator. Like it. I like it. Yeah, logo. Dominic Pooney time. But yeah, let's run the football. I wasn't crazy about just the pass. Now, look, of course, the Vikings are not going to expect that, so fair enough. And that 3rd down throw by Purdy was not a good decision. He was under pressure, but looking for Debo was not good. That play on third down, though, by Fred Warner is just unreal. That's unreal. Like, for those of you who can't see it, Darnold is throwing it to Aaron Jones. And if he catches it, he probably picks up the first down. But, like, Fred Warner is almost, like, horizontal. Like, he leaps and just swats the ball away. Just a great play by Fred Warner. But the Niners' second drive of the game is going to be starting now momentarily. 1st and 10 from our own 20-yard line after the touchback on the punt. It'll be the Niners' second drive of the game. The Niners did start the game with the ball, so Minnesota will get the ball to start the second half. And we got Lion297 becoming a gold member. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, Lion, for the support. Also, thank you so much, guys, earlier for the support, too. Niners offense back on the field here. Purdy's going to be in shotgun, Mason to his left, looking to throw. Purdy's going to throw downfield, going to be caught by George Kittle. George Kittle up to the 45. Let's go. George Kittle, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Purdy had all the time in the world to find George Kittle. Kittle caught the ball, and I think Kittle had so much time. He was kind of like, where's everybody else? And he just takes it upfield, gets to about the 45-yard line. So that's going to be a 25-yard pickup or so for the San Francisco 49ers. We're at our own 45, 1st and 10. Purdy's going to pitch it down to Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason's going to cut upfield. Jordan Mason making guys miss. Jordan Mason runs, and that's going to be a 10-yard gain. 1st down 49ers. There's a flag on the play, so I have a feeling that this is going to be coming back. Usually these types of plays, yeah, it's going to be against the 49ers. It's going to be holding on the offense. Damn it. And that's just a killer. On Deebo Samuel, too. I mean, come on, dude. Like, Deebo does not have to do that. I'm not even sure. Is that a holding, though? I don't know if that's a hold. That's a rough call. That's a rough call. Yeah, I think that's a rough call. Now it's 1st and 20, though, and we're back at our own 35-yard line. Jordan Mason had a 10-yard pickup, but that's going to be coming back. It's 1st and 20. Yeah, Deebo's got to be a lot better than that. I mean, but I think that was still a really rough call on Deebo. I don't know if that was a hold. I mean, if you're calling that a hold, it's a hold on every single play. 1st and 20, Purdy in the shotgun, Deebo to his left. Snap is away. Purdy is going to be looking to throw. I'm going to throw it downfield, going to be caught there, and that's going to be good yards gained by Jawan Jennings. He picks up 12, so that's going to make it 2nd and 8. So on the 1st and 20, Purdy has a lot of time in the pocket, which is awesome. Jennings finds the soft spot in the zone, and Purdy hits him, picks up about 11 or 12 yards there on 1st down. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 from near midfield. We're getting close to midfield. Jennings with a nice reception. Had 64 yards last week, 12 yards there. Purdy behind center. Mason is the lone back. They pitch it down to Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason's really got nowhere to go. But he fights through it, and Mason ends up getting about 3 or 4 yards there. I thought Mason was going to lose a couple of yards. Ends up getting about 3, I'd say, which is just a great run, Jordan Mason, and just kept the legs churning. Like, he looked like he was about to lose maybe a couple yards, and then just falls forward. That's maybe a pickup of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 4. They're going to say 3rd and 5, but that's great job there by Jordan Mason. Only a pickup of 3, but a really tough 3 yards to get. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're at midfield. Purdy's in the shotgun. Deebo to his left. Juszczyk to his right. Kittle to his right. Snap is away. Purdy under pressure. Throwing it downfield. Incomplete. Looking for Jennings. There's no flags on the play. So that's going to be 4th and 5. Damn it. 4th and 5 now. And we're going to have to punt the ball away. Protection was okay. Brendel eventually got beaten. That's a dangerous throw. Wow. And McKivitz ends up on the ground. I mean, what the hell is going on there? 4th and 5. The 49ers will have to punt the ball away. Ugh. Purdy took a little bit of a hit, but That would have been and it's blocked! They blocked the punt and nobody touched down the defender. Minnesota down to the 49ers 25-yard line. And that's a blocked punt. And Minnesota is going to have amazing field position now. Unreal. Minnesota blocked the punt. And Wishnowsky, for some reason, doesn't even touch him down. So they get an extra 20 yards there. I don't think he was touched down. Why did Wishnowsky back away from him? Damn it. That's a blocked punt for the Vikings. And then Wishnowsky just runs away from him for some strange reason. I don't know what the hell is going on. What is Wishnowsky doing? He just gave up about 20 yards there. 1st and 10 Minnesota at the Niners 24. Snap is away. Darnold is looking to throw. Going to flip it out to Aaron Jones, and he's got a lot of room to work with. Aaron Jones down inside the 15, down to the 10. Down to the 10-yard line. And it's probably going to be 1st and goal for the Minnesota Vikings. Good play call there. The Niners defense was all over the place. And that's going to be a pickup of about maybe 15 yards. I'm going to say it's 1st and goal at the 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, God, what is that? Holding calls, block punts, what in the world? 1st and goal, they hand up to Aaron Jones up the middle, who's going to get maybe 2 yards on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 8. Punter needs to be cut. Wishnowsky hit a 50-something yard punt the first time around, but I just don't know why when the Vikings player recovered it, instead of touching him down by contact, Wishnowsky steps back away from him. It was just really weird. What is he thinking? That gave up 20 yards or so. 2nd and goal from the 8. Darnold is in the shotgun. Aaron Jones is now motioning back out wide, so empty backfield. 4-man rush, looking for a quick throw. They do get the quick throw off to Aaron Jones, who's going to get up to the 5-yard line, maybe just inside the 5. So it's going to be 3rd and goal. Now, yeah, what you guys are saying, oh, absolutely, Ann. It is this game is just getting started. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. You got to hold them to 3 here, though. If you can hold Minnesota to 3, you really limit how much the momentum has kind of swung in this game. 5 minutes to go in the first, 3rd and goal here. Play clock's at 14. Darnold in shotgun. Back to his right is Jones. Snap is away. He is looking to throw. Darnold throws it over the middle. Incomplete. I thought it was maybe intercepted. George Odom knocks it away. Almost had the interception. Good job there by the defense, though. Really solid. I'd like to see this play again. And it was, George Odom just got there. Decent throw from Darnold, but Odom just knocks the ball away. Yeah, there's no way he could have intercepted that. But unreal play there from George Odom. Swats the ball away. We hold him to 3. And here comes the field goal attempt. Snap is away. Kick is up, and it is good. So Minnesota does take the lead on what's just been a weird game so far. A really weird game. Niners not running the ball at all. Oops, not that one. Niners not running the ball and just not having much success. It's just, but Wishnowsky doing a weird, stepping away from it. The tackle, just odd. Chargers take the lead, and let's do a quick look around the NFL here. Saints 7-3 over the Cowboys. Buccaneers 6-3 over the Lions. Packers 3-0 over the Colts, and Packers on the move. Titans 7-0 over the Jets. Seahawks and Patriots 7 apiece. Commanders 3-0 over the Giants, and Chargers 6-0 over the Panthers. A lot of games on right now. Ravens 3-0 over the Raiders, and Browns 7-0 over the Jaguars. Does anyone know if Sorensen or Staley? It's Sorensen who's calling the plays. Yeah, let's settle down, team focus. You're absolutely right. Viking Stadium is really our kryptonite. Yeah, the D bailing us out. Wishnowsky was scared of getting hit. Sicky, you're totally right. You're totally right. I just don't know what the hell that was about. Because if he touches the player down, the Vikings would have had the ball at the 39. So it was actually like a 15-yard difference right there because Wishnowsky I don't know what he was doing. Like why he backed away from it, it's like just strange. Good job defense, says Joe. Defense is awake holding it. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Great job by the defense. And the offense needs to build off of that and be like, okay, the defense has our back. Now we have to have their back. The Vikings will be tough, says Larry. You're totally right, Larry. I think a few weeks ago, I would have thought this would be a fairly easy game, but that's not the case. That is not the case. I think, the offense is looking pretty good. Now, remember, the Vikings are still very much in their scripted plays and what have you. And look, it's 3-0, and we're in the first quarter, for crying out loud. But, yeah, I'd like to see the 49ers offense get into a bit of a rhythm here. Try and run the ball. We had a nice run, but Deebo Samuel with a hold, which, yeah. Glad it turned out to be only a field goal. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Wouldn't be the first upset. Yeah, freaking Vikings. I, as usual, don't understand Kyle's play calling here. Yeah, I don't get it either. I'm not a fan of it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we would have had 1st and 10 at the Vikings 45, but then there was the holding call. Yeah, they're showing Wishnowsky now. I'm sure he thought he was down, but he was the only one near him. I just don't know what Wishnowsky... I'd be curious after the game, and I think he's probably going to say, yeah, I just kind of forgot, or just it was a bad play. Kickoff is away. Deebo's going to take it out. I kind of don't like this, and this is why I don't like this, because we're only going to be starting at the 19-yard line. Deebo takes it out. I have to respect the fact that Deebo's going to try and make a play, but he takes it out of the end zone, and we only start at the 19-yard line, whereas if he took a knee, we would have started at the 30. I do get, though, he's trying to make a big play. So there is a flag on the play. If this is against the Niners, too. Why is he on the field if he's afraid of getting hit? That's a very good point. Is this flag against the Niners? I think it is. The flag is again, this has just been a brutal start. We're at our own 10-yard line. Minnesota's been gift wrapped everything so far. And now there's a freaking false start. Unbelievable. On Trent Williams, of all people. Oh, God. This is just brutal, guys. This is brutal. 1st and 15 at our own 5-yard line. If you're Minnesota, you got to be feeling really good about how this game has started. We have 3 penalties for 25 yards. Purdy's going to be in shotgun. Mason to his right. Snap it. That's another flag, I think. They throw it to Deebo Samuel trying to break tackles, but Deebo maybe gets a yard on the play. There's 5 Vikings tackling Deebo there. That's crazy. Man, Minnesota's defense is just absolutely swarming. They are so well coached. It's going to be 2nd and 14 now from our own 6, and we're just getting ourselves into such bad situations. And I got to give credit to Minnesota. They've played really well so far in this game. Purdy behind center. Mason is the back. You probably hand it off. You pitch it to Mason to the left side. Mason's going to run forward, running through and over, guys. And Mason's going to get up to about the 14-yard line. So that's going to be 3rd and very manageable. 3rd and 6 maybe. No flags on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 6. That's a pickup of 8 from Jordan Mason. Got to pick up the first down here, though, if you're San Francisco. Got to keep the ball, maintain possession. It's going to be loud there at US Bank Stadium. 3rd and 6 from our own 14. Purdy, though, you can't force the ball. We're already 0-2 on third downs. Purdy in shotgun. Juszczyk to his right. 2 receivers up top, 2 down low. Got to snap the ball. They do snap it. Good protection. Purdy caught George Kittle. What a catch. First down 49ers. George Kittle, baby. Up to the 25-yard line. Wow. What a catch. What a throw. Brock Purdy to George Kittle. Just money right there. George Kittle with the catch. First down up to the 25-yard line. 2:44 to go in the first quarter. Kittle already has 2 receptions for 35 yards today. Purdy behind center. 2 in the backfield is Mason and Juszczyk. Snap is away. They are going to hand it to Mason. Mason's going to cut upfield. Mason, that's got to be a horse collar or something. Up to the 33-yard line. But Mason's going to pick up 9 yards on first down. Let's go. 2nd and 1 coming up here. Let's go. 408 bats. How we doing, buddy? Keep the defense off the field. Yeah, absolutely. Ends like going, Kittle. Good job, George. Yeah. This could very well be a George Kittle game. 2nd and 1 San Francisco at our own 33, I believe. At our own 33. Minute 50 to go. Purdy in shotgun. Snap is away. And there is a timeout on the field, I believe. Or is this another flag? Timeout on the field. San Francisco calls the timeout. Let's let this be a killer game. Let's go. But possibly, yeah. Launch it, says Frankie. Sometimes on 2nd and 1, that's the time to launch it. Joe is saying run the ball. Yeah, look, we're having success running the football, so I think maybe you just try and pound it down their throat and just go to town on the Minnesota Vikings. Good things happen when you run the ball. Yeah. 2nd and 1 from our own 33 coming up. The Niners called a timeout. Play clock was winding down there. We did get the snap off in time, so potentially a slightly wasted timeout there. But yeah, miscues so far. That's what they're showing on the screen now. And Purdy almost intercepted. Then the blocked punt and Wishnowski just mysteriously being like, oh, I don't need to tackle the guy. 2nd and 1 here. Snap is away. They're going to hand it off to Mason up the middle. Mason's going to fight. First down, Jordan Mason up to the 38. That's a pickup of 5 yards. Jordan Mason. Refs aren't on San Francisco's side. Yeah, that is kind of a waste of timeout. 2nd and 1 timeout, Beige, just because the play clock was winding down and we did not want to go to 2nd and 6. So, but somewhat wasted because we did snap the ball off in time. Minute 20 to go in the half. We're at our own 38-yard line. Purdy's going to be behind center. It's 1st down and 10. Mason the lone back. Debo in motion. Snap is away. They hand off to Mason up the middle. There's a flag on the play. I think that was maybe, we'll see what the flag is. The flag was thrown immediately. I think maybe there was an offside on Minnesota. I think a Minnesota player was maybe offside. Yeah, they're looking at Shanahan. So it should be 1st and, yeah, it was offside against Minnesota. Yeah, offside defense. Tennille, how are you? Great to see you, Tennille. Why are they showing offensive guard Henry Bird as offside? They're on defense. So it's now going to be 1st and 5 San Francisco. Yeah, he was clearly off. I saw him move up there, yeah. That's Jonathan Grenard. So it's 1st and 5 San Francisco at our own 43. And that's another offside. Mason gets about 2 yards on the play, but that was clearly another offside. Like, what are we doing here? Feed Mason, says Sicky. Let's go. Let's go. Captain and Tennille. That's offside again against Minnesota. Thank you so much, Sicky. You're awesome. J. Frank Parnell pounded 8-minute drive. I love it. That's what I'm totally up for that. Another flag against the Vikings. Another offside. They were trying to anticipate the snap count there. So it's going to be 1st and 10. We do have to run at least one more play before the end of the first quarter. And we have Isaac Guerendo, the rookie, is in the backfield. I formation, Purdy behind center. Snap is away. They're going to hand it off to Guerendo, who just gets nowhere on the play. So that's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up here. And we're going to be heading into the second quarter. So let me update this real quick. What a weird first quarter. Very strange. Yeah, 2 offsides in a row for the Vikings. And now we're going to see some highlights here. Jacoby Brissett looking pretty good for the Patriots. Geno Smith hitting DK Metcalf for a big touchdown. Let's see scores around the league. Yeah, Saints 14-0. Or sorry, 14-3 over the Cowboys. Derek Carr. Wow. Derek Carr is playing amazingly well. Good for the Saints. Buccaneers 6-3 over the Lions. Packers 10-0 over the Colts. Malik Willis with a touchdown throw to Dontavian Wicks. Josh Jacobs already has 81 yards rushing in the first quarter. Whew. Tennille's the captain now. Titans 7-0 over the Jets. Seahawks and Patriots tied 7 apiece. Patriots in the Seahawks red zone. Giants 6-3 over the Commanders. Chargers 6-0 over the Panthers. Browns 7-0 over the Jags. Ravens 3-0 over the Raiders. So many games on right now. Holy smokes. Yeah, Dallas having a weird first quarter too. Down 14-3 to the New Orleans Saints at home. Y'all think Mitch should have attempted to recover the punt block? Fortunately, the defense... I think Mason just needed a break for the play, Joe. But Jay, I think that... Well, it was weird. I wouldn't have expected Wishnowsky to dive in there to get it. But when the Minnesota Viking player recovered it, you touch him down so he's down by contact. And he just stepped backwards and let the guy stand up and ran for 15 yards down the field, which is just puzzling. Yeah, Isaac Guerendo, rookie, given the ball on first down, I mean, he was just met. There was like 3 Vikings players right at the line of scrimmage. So I don't care if that's Mason or Guerendo or who. That run play, that wasn't going anywhere. Jordan Mason's actually playing really well. He's been able to get good chunks of yardage moving forward, really just able to find yards where maybe there really aren't any there. So he's doing really well. All warmed up now, Niners. No more excuses. Totally right. Yeah, it looked like he froze. Like I think he just wasn't sure exactly what to do. So yeah, just odd. 2nd and 10, we are back in action here. 49ers on the move. Come on, offense. Let's go, Purdy. Let's go. Come on. Kittle's had a good first quarter. So has Jordan Mason. Debo and Ayuk have not been involved at all. Purdy's going to be in the shotgun. Mason to his right. Debo doing the orbit motion. Purdy's looking to throw. Looking. Going to get sacked and lose yards. He just has to throw that away. Van Ginkel takes him down. That's a loss of 4. So now it's going to be 3rd and really long. Yeah, just not a great play. Nowhere to go with the ball for Purdy, and, you can't force a mistake. I'd say so, yeah. I mean, that's just a bad play by Wishnowsky, just to not touch the guy down. Odd. But then we lose 4 yards there, so it's going to be 3rd and 14, and not great here. Empty backfield, play clock winding down. We're at our own 44. Snap is away on time. Vikings bringing pressure. Dumps it off here. George Kittle. Come on, George. Get upfield. He's going to be short, but you might go for it here. Picks up about 11 yards, so it's going to be 4th and short for San Francisco. 4th and maybe 3. They bring the blitz, and a nice job there. A little screen pass to George Kittle, who gets upfield and gets good yardage. I think it's 4th and 2 maybe. And I think San Francisco is going to go for it here. The offense is staying out on the field. 4th and 3, they're calling it. Come on, offense. This is a big play here. Big snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw. Purdy throws it. Caught! There we go. Jauan Jennings. Jauan Jennings. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. First down. Big time gain. 4th and Jauan. Let's go. Mary Martell's in the house. Let's go. Big time play. Jauan is not hurt. He's out there. Gets inside the 20. Let's go. What a throw by Purdy on the money to Jauan Jennings down inside the 20-yard line. Jennings on the sideline now. Hopefully he's okay. He's kind of slammed his helmet though. 1st and 10 at the 20. Purdy's going to pitch it up to Jordan Mason to the right side. Mason's going to cut upfield. Mason breaking tackles, gets about 9 on the play. Maybe they give him 10, but I'm going to say 9-yard pickup. Let's go. Yeah, pickup of 9. 4th and Jauan, 3rd and Jauan, any down in Jauan. Let's go. Again, this week, Shifty, he has to throw that away. Can't take the sack. I agree he should have thrown it away. But great job on 3rd and 14. Great job on 4th down. Now Mason with a big run. 2nd and 1 San Francisco at the Vikings 11-yard line. Snap is away. They hand it off to Mason. Mason gets upfield. First down to the 5-yard line. First down, San Francisco. Going to be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Come on, offense. Let's go. Jordan Mason having a really good start to this game. Now we just got to punch it in. Get 7 on the board. Just need 5 yards and we're into the end zone. Come on, offense. Let's go. Niners offense been on the field a long time now. You punch it in, you get 7. You're feeling really good. Purdy behind center. 1st and goal from the 5. Debo in motion. Snap is away. They fake the handoff to Mason. Purdy's rolling to his left. Throws it. Incomplete. Looking for Ayuk in the back corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Fakes the handoff, then rolls to his left. And his Purdy's cleats are... needs to lace up his cleats. His cleat came off. I think the Niners might have to call another timeout here. Yeah, Purdy's cleats came off. And there's only 20 seconds to go until... yeah, I think the Niners are going to have to call a timeout. Decent throw from Purdy, but... yeah, the Niners going to call a timeout. Purdy's cleats came off, or his right cleat came off, so not great. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line coming up. Threw it, and it was threw it to the end zone, and there was just no way with Ayuk's momentum carrying him. There's no way. Ayuk caught the football, but he's not. He was never going to get into the end zone there, like get both feet in bounds. Jennings on the sideline. Hopefully he's okay. He looks kind of frustrated. It's possible that his ankle is still bothering him from the Jets game. 11:28 to go in the first half. Niners, we have the ball. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Jennings doesn't look super happy. He's standing on his own power and everything. He just looks frustrated, so... come on, guys. We got to punch it in for 7. Purdy behind center. Mason, the lone back. Use check in motion. They are going to hand it off to Jordan Mason, who gets stuffed. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Hey, Shifty, what do you think about Debo this year? He seems a bit off or slow to me. Our coaches... I don't know with Debo. I mean, I thought Debo was good against the Jets. And this game, I just think that so many teams are kind of zeroed in on what we're gonna do, and how we're gonna get him get him the ball. We just have to be maybe a little bit more creative, try different ways. Big play here, 3rd and goal from the 5. Purdy in shotgun. Mason to his left. Snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw. Throws it. Caught by Kittle, but he's gonna be shy. So it's going to be 4th and goal from maybe the 1.5-yard line. The question is, do you go for it, or do you go for it, or do you tie the game up? Hey, Shifty, what's up? Hope you're having a pleasant Sunday. Waiting for my team, the Chiefs, to take the field. Yeah, he did catch that. Yeah, it was a good catch from Kittle. Maybe they're going to look at that again. 4th and goal from maybe the 1.5 yard line. So we're going to have to see what the Niners offense is out there from the 2 yard line. Brock Purdy in the shotgun. Mason to his right. They do snap the ball. Throws it quick. Incomplete. Looking for Jawan Jennings. Incomplete. And, after all that, Minnesota's going to take over. There's a flag on the play, though. Let's see what the flag is. Yeah, we're going to the sideline, so it's not going to be... Ugh. So Minnesota's going to take over at their own 2 yard line. Try to do just like a quick out route to Jawan Jennings. And the ball just landed flat. It was weird. Not even close. So scores around the league. We got Patriots 10-7 over the Seahawks. Saints 14-6 over the Cowboys. Chargers 6-0 over the Panthers. Ravens 3-0 over the Raiders. Bucks and Lions tied 6 apiece. Browns 7-0 over the Jags. Packers 10-0 over the Colts. Not looking good. Time for a safety. Yeah, I really don't like this. The way this game is going, it's such a weird game. The ball was tipped. I think you're right, Ben. Yeah, I need Jake Moody's points. Yeah, just you get all the way down to the 2. I am okay with going for it. So you just have to stick with that decision. I can't. No run on the 2 yard line. Mason did get stuffed just a play before it, so I wasn't crazy about the play calling, but he did get stuffed just like the previous play. So, but to have that long of a drive, look, the positive is your defense is going to be well rested. So you hope the defense can come out and make a big time play here. I don't even know, was that tipped? I'd like to see the 4th down play again. I don't know if it was tipped. It just looked weird. Mason ran wild last week, couldn't get a yard and a half. Yeah. I mean, I can understand why. I think maybe the run would have just been too out. Maybe you do like a play action and maybe Kittle or someone kind of just peels out into the flat or something. But does Shanahan have money on the under? Why throw when you got a perfectly good running back? Yeah. I don't mind going for it. Yeah, I'm just not. Look, when the play doesn't work, it's easy to criticize. So decent matchup there. I mean, but look, the offense got into a bit of a rhythm there, which I think is nice. And good to see that Jawan Jennings was back out on the field. But I think McCaffrey's definitely missed in the passing game for sure. 1st and 10 Minnesota at their own 2. Darnold behind center I formation. That's going to be a false start. So that's going to be 1st and 11 at their own 1 yard line. Hey, Raymond, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you, man. Kyle is pretty good in the red zone, I think. Play action to a planned QB run would have been a TD. Maybe, yeah, maybe. 1st and 11 now for the Vikings. They had a false start there on 1st and 10 from their own 2. So now they're back to their own 1, just inside their 1. And they're going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to fall and maybe get about 2 yards on the play, if that. So it's going to be 2nd and 9, we'll call it. Got to force a 3 and out here. Force a 3 and out. That would be awesome. Yeah, looks like there was a clear miscommunication in the blocking. Yeah, Purdy took a shot there on the 4th. Yeah, oh no, Van Ginkel, you're right, Ben. Van Ginkel did get the swat on the ball. 2nd and 9 for the Vikings from their own 2.5. And Darnold going to fake the handoff. Darnold way downfield. He's potentially got a man. Hits Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson going to the end zone. And that is a 98-yard touchdown. A 98-yard touchdown. Sam Darnold to Justin Jefferson. A 98-yard touchdown throw. 97-yard. Darnold had good time in the pocket. And Jefferson just going way downfield. You have the two safeties, Jair Brown and George Odom. And that's not great. We're going to change the score here. Whoops, not 100. Holy moly. Not great. $10-0 Vikings. Just like that. Oh my God. That's crazy. Wow, what a play. What a play. Unreal. I have to say, though, what a throw from Sam Darnold. That was unbelievable. He threw the ball like maybe 50, 60 yards there. Like, that was... I want to see how far he throws this. 2 yards in the end zone? That's like almost 60 yards. And the Vikings take a 10-0 lead. Ugh. 9:35 to go in the half. That just happened. Unbelievable. Like, you have George Odom and Jair Brown. Yeah. Well, that field goal would have been good now. Yeah, DJ. I mean, you still have to stick with the decision at the time. Kyle needs to start taking notes. That's ridiculous. Speed up the offense. Oof. Eddie V, I don't know if the game... Eddie V, come on, man. That was, wow. 97-yard. 97-yard touchdown reception. Justin Jefferson. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's a gutsy play call. I have to give a lot of credit to the Vikings there. Credit to Justin Jefferson for making the catch. Credit to Sam Darnold for the throw. Credit to Kevin O'Connell for calling that. Credit to him for calling that. Holy smokes, because he was under a bit of pressure there. Could have easily been sacked, and that would have been a safety, and the Niners back on the gas, foot on the pedal, but holy moly. But look, there's 9.5 minutes to go until halftime. The offense for the Niners now, you have to put up some points here. Holy moly, Minnesota, though. What, 97 yards. Unbelievable. Like, who did Jefferson outrun? It was Jair Brown and George Odom. Like, how are you not absolutely accounting for Justin Jefferson? Like, 1,000% on every single play. Do not ever let him out of your sight. And you give up a 97-yard touchdown reception. Like, that is crazy. But I just have to tip of the cap to Sam Darnold, to the Vikings, to Justin Jefferson, Kevin O'Connell. That was a great throw. Vikings just have the Niners. The Vikings have the Niners number in Minnesota. We are able to beat Minnesota when we play at Levi Stadium. Going to be another 32 years shipped. Oh, jeepers. Come on, Shane. Funny that you show up right now. Kick is away. It's going to be a touchback. So the Niners will take over 1st and 10 from our own 30-yard line. 9:35 to go in the first half. Just a simple dig concept right there. And Jair Brown got caught looking. I mean, in fairness to Jair, he's thinking that Darnold's going to be under pressure. And the great blocking. Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Minnesota 10-0 over the Niners. Niners offense, we got to do something here. Yeah, we got to be faithful. Still the first half. We've been in way worse situations and been able to come back. So, Purdy looking to throw on first down. Flips it over to Kyle Juszczyk, but just not even close. So on 1st and 10, you're kind of looking for the screen pass there to Kyle Juszczyk. Minnesota plays it really well. Purdy tries to like flip it over the defender, but just completely overshoots Juszczyk right there. I just gotta run the ball, man. Now you're on 2nd and 10. Mason's been getting really good yards. Purdy's gonna come out behind center. Now Mason's gonna motion out left, so he's gonna be throwing the football here. Purdy downfield. Caught! Wow, what a catch! Deebo Samuel, what a catch in traffic. There was 2 Vikings all over him. Great throw from Brock Purdy. Holy smokes. And that's Purdy's wheelhouse right there, just over the middle of the field, layering it in. And that's going to be up near midfield, so pick up first down there. Deebo Samuel, outstretched hands. Great catch. San Francisco 1st down and 10 at our own 49-yard line. Come on, offense. Let's go. Purdy in shotgun, Mason to his right. Snap is away. They do hand it off to Mason. Mason gets maybe a yard on the play. Come on, Deebo. Let's go. Great job, Deebo there. Mason picks up about a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 from midfield. Thank God for the defense, though. That's crazy. I'm a Bears fan. You think I want to hear that Vikes nonsense, Shane? That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Freaking Vikings, man. Freaking Vikings. 2nd and 9 from midfield. Purdy's going to be in shotgun. Man in motion. Snap is away. Purdy is looking to throw. Throws it. Going to be caught for Juszczyk. Picks up about maybe 6 yards on the play. So that's going to be 3rd and short. There's 8 minutes to go in the half. 3rd and 3 coming up here. Clock is moving. Nice job there by the 49ers. Got a good matchup. You have the rookie, is that Dallas Turner, trying to cover Kyle Juszczyk. So good job scheming up that matchup right there. 3rd and 3. This is a big play here. What do the 49ers want to do? Juszczyk now on the sideline. He's fine. Just needs a break after that. Snap is... Purdy's changing the play. Purdy's in shotgun. Mason to his right. Snap is away. They are going to hand it off to JP Mason. Mason's going to be shy. Lost the ball, but gets it back. But it's going to be 4th and short now. And if you're San Francisco, what do you do? We did get the ball back. Mason landed on the ball, but holy moly. Getting Deebo in the game. So on 3rd and 3, we run the ball, pick up maybe a yard. Niners offense is still out there. 4th and 2. This is such a big play in the game. Holy smokes. From the Minnesota side of the field, Purdy's in shotgun, Mason to his left. 2 receivers up top, 2 down low. Snap is away. Purdy looking to throw. Purdy! There's going to be a flag on the field. I think he's short. Also, what's the flag, though? We'll have to see what the flag is. There is a flag on the field, and it's going to be against the 49ers. Yeah, and the Vikings are going to get the ball back. Illegal shift, but that's going to be declined, and Minnesota gets the ball back. Ugh, this game is just going from bad to worse. What a weird game. Well, we're just finding ourselves in we can't pick up the 3rd and short. On 3rd down, we've just been really bad. Oh, God, 6:36 to go, and everything has gone Minnesota's way. Everything. And a lot of it is, DJ says refs getting involved, but even if the refs didn't get involved there, Purdy went to scramble for it and didn't get it. So either way, the Vikings would have the ball. And they declined that penalty. Draw them off sides? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, what is this play calling? I just don't even know what we're doing here. It's only 10 points. That's nothing for the 49ers. Remember, we're going to score 30 in this game. I love the confidence, Steven. Kyle's arrogance will be the Niners' downfall. Yeah. The just not crazy about the play calling there. Ugh. But we're just finding ourselves in these really awkward positions. That's like the thing that I'm not liking. That was our third time we've had to run a fourth down play, and you can kind of understand every time we went for it. But just when you find yourself in these weird, awkward positions, not good. You limit yourself too much in shotgun with short yardage situation. That's true as well. Gonna need the defense to make a big play just to get a stop and we get the ball back. So if we can get a stop, get the ball back, and put up some points before halftime, I mean, that would be ideal. But yeah, you're asking a lot of the defense now. This is such a weird game. And this is how, when you're like a team like the Vikings, when you're an underdog, this is exactly how you win. Weird things happen, a punt block. You get a crazy touchdown, 90-something yard throw. You stop them on fourth down. That's how you win. Yeah, I mean, I think Mason has had a really good game, but there's still no question about it. McCaffrey just causes so many like different matchup problems for defenses, and that's where you're missing it. McCaffrey in the passing game, where he can line up everywhere and do it really well. Yeah, we're only down 10, though. So if we can get the defense to make it, it's time for our guys to make a big-time play on defense. Can we get a turnover, interception? That would be awesome. That's what we need to do. Wow, look at that, Vikings fan. And they're showing 49ers faithful UK. So in London, Frank Gore is at the game. So far, it hasn't been much to shout for, unfortunately, but there's a long way to go. Frank Gore is in London with all the Niner fans, rooting him on. Come on, let's do it for Frank, baby. Niners defense has got to make a play. So Vikings at their own 42-yard line, they're going to pitch it to the running back up the middle, who's going to get good yards on the play, gets maybe 6-7 yards on the play. So it's going to be second and relatively short. Malik Mustafa is in the game at safety, number 6. Just something to keep a heads up on. So George Odom is not out there, just an FYI. Second and 3 for Minnesota. Darnold behind center, single back. Darnold may be changing the play call here. 6 minutes to go in the half at their own 49. Snap his way. They pitch it down to the back, and he's going to get the first down. And that's going to be first down Minnesota into 49er territory. Damn it. Need a stop, yeah. Don't let Sam Darnold toast them. Oh, God. Come on, defense. First and 10 now for the Vikings at the 49ers 46. Darnold behind center. They are going to hand it off up the middle. Cuts outside. Big gain, Minnesota! Down to the 20-yard line. And Minnesota offense on the move. And he just cuts it outside. There was nobody there. And that's a big-time gain right there for the Minnesota Vikings. First and 10 at the Niners 21. This game is going from bad to worse. That's Chandler, who gets up to the 21-yard line. Bosa just no contained. Devondre Campbell, don't know what he's doing. He's completely lost. First and 10, Minnesota at the 21. Niners got to hold him to 3. Snap is away. Darnold looking to throw. Throws it. Intercepted, Fred Warner! Go, Fred! Go, Fred! Go, Fred! Go, Fred! Up to, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Fred Warner interception, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Come on! All pro Fred! Let's go! Let's get the chain, baby! Darnold throws it. What an interception. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. That's the play that we needed. Come on. All pro Fred. Now let's get some momentum going. Let's go. Fred Warner, best in the league. No doubt about it. Come on. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Fred Warner, baby. Get the chain. Get over here. Come on. That's a big time play. Absolutely huge. Yes, come on. Come on. See, I told you guys everything is going to be fine. Come on. We get the ball back. And thank you so much. Let's go, Fred Warner. Thank you so much, Ann, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you so much, Ann. That's awesome. Bring out the chains or let's go. Let's go. Fred Warner takes it back up to the 35 as well. So just an excellent job there. So we get the ball back. Minnesota Vikings had a really nice drive going there. Darnold tries to force the ball in there. Fred Warner interception. This one's for all pro Fred. My man. Let's go. Come on. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Offense has got to get something going here, though. You got to get something. We've ran a ton of plays. We've been awful. Thank you. Time to call my therapist, Cowboys losing. Thank you so much, Sicky. Thank you so much, Ann. Thank you so much, Crazy Guy, as well. Let's go. Come on. Offense has got to get the ball moving. Let's go and get a score. Let's get a touchdown. Come on. Let's go. We have 157 people in here, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be doing we got Raymond re-upping the membership. Love to see it. I'll be doing a subscriber check at the next break, and we'll update the board. Come on. We got to run it down their throats. Score 7. Put the pressure back on Minnesota. Purdy's coming out behind center. You're going to have Mason and Juszczyk in the backfield. From the 35, 1st and 10. Purdy's now going to change the play, go into shotgun, and Mason's going to be to his right. Ayuk, Kittle up top. Snap is away. Purdy is looking to throw. Purdy throwing downfield. Caught Deebo Samuel down inside the 40, down to the 35. First down, San Francisco. Pickup of about 30 for the 49ers. Deebo Samuel, let's go. Let's get those Deebo emojis in the chat. Julian Lewis says we need to score ASAP. Too many. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was a high throw from Purdy, but a great catch from Deebo Samuel. Picks up 30 yards on the play. We're down to the Minnesota 35-yard line. Come on. They're going to pitch it to Mason. Mason gets upfield. Falls forward to about the 7. Thomas Tyson, what are you talking about, Mason fumble? No spoilers in the chat, please. And also, Mason didn't fumble. Deebo, I take it all back. Yeah, Deebo's just had a couple of really big plays right there in this game. 2nd and 3, San Francisco. Come on. At the Vikings 30-yard line. Purdy behind center. They're going to pitch it to Mason to the right side. Mason is going to cut upfield. Mason's going down to the 10, down to the 7-yard line. First down, Jordan Mason. Let's go. Come on. Now we're on the move. Now we got Minnesota. They're all can't tackle Mason at all. Jordan Mason doing a great job. Let's go Niners. Rep from Juarez, Mexico. Going to be 1st and goal San Francisco from the 7, maybe 8-yard line. Van Ginkel on the tackle. I like saying that name, Van Ginkel. Come on, 1st and goal. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Play clock winding down. Mason doesn't know the play call. Snap is away. They get it off. They hand it to Mason up the middle. Mason gets maybe a yard on the play. I think you take this down to the 2-minute warning if you're San Francisco. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 6. Didn't look like Mason had... Mason has 12 rushes for 75 yards, FYI. 2nd and goal, I think that you I think that you take this down to the 2-minute warning. Why are you... Yeah, 2-minute warning, everybody. It's going to be second and goal from the 7. My new nickname for Mason is Christian McCaffrey. That's pretty funny, actually. Do we got a mate? We don't have a Jordan Mason emoji, but I might have to, for the next game, I'll have to do a Jordan Mason emoji. That way we have one for the next, because we know it's going to be Mason at least for the next 3 games after this game. Seems like several 1 yard or less run. I mean, it looked like after that, the long run from Mason, that the team just struggled to get back to the line of scrimmage in time and really get a good play call in, or just really not get a good play call in, but just get everyone on the same page. You could see with like 3 seconds left, like Mason is kind of yelling to Purdy, kind of being like, what's the call? What's the call? Things just got a lot less weird. Who got the ball first? The 49ers got the ball first, so the Vikings will have the ball to start the second half. We have to score a touchdown. Yeah, we need a touchdown. Yeah, and I think Debo's had a really solid game. He's made a couple of really big catches. Keep pounding the ball down the Vikings' throat. I mean, it's second and goal from the 7. I mean, you maybe run it again here, but depending on what happens, we'll have to wait and see. I'm smoking a rack of ribs and a poor man's brisket. Yeah, I don't bet money on sports because I would be livid if someone kind of if a player kind of was like, oh, he messed up and that cost money. Mason did fumble. He just recovered it himself. It was early. He did. Yeah, that was like a while ago though. Good afternoon. Good evening, my brother. Good afternoon, Rick Diaz. How are you, buddy? Shouldn't give to Mason after he's a long run. He doesn't have the stamina of CMC. Possibly, but I just think that the Niners, I mean, the shame is that we've already used 2 timeouts and you want to have one for just in case, so you kind of had to run it. But spoiler alert, my dog is still cute. Hell yeah. Mustafa is in the game. Mustafa was in the game. Malik Mustafa was in the game on that last drive for the 49ers. All right. We're going to be back in action here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. 49ers going to have the ball second and goal from the Minnesota 7-yard line. You feel like the Niners, you really got to punch it in for 7 here. You really got to punch it in for 7. 2 minutes to go in the half. Niners have 1 timeout. Minnesota have 2. Purdy's going to come out in shotgun. Mason to his right. Now you have, looks like Jennings, Ayuk, Debo up top, Kittle down low. Purdy is looking to throw. Going to throw it down low. Kittle, get in! Kittle touchdown! That's going to be a touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Touchdown, San Francisco, George Kittle. That was Brock Purdy looking to throw and then dumps it off to Kittle over the middle. Kittle just runs through players. Touchdown. I think that should be a good, because his knee doesn't hit the ground. Yep, that's a touchdown right there. Because when does his knee doesn't hit the ground until right there. Yep. So that is a touchdown. George Kittle, baby. The only thing that you could possibly say is that there's a lot of time left. And that is good from Jake Moody. So the score is 10-7. San Francisco get right back in the game after that Fred Warner interception deep in Niner territory. And the Niners defense now. Can we get a stop here? Because I think we score a touchdown, so we also keep the turnover chain on. But with San Francisco, what we want to do is if you can get a stop here, maybe could you even tie the game up at halftime? Of course, you don't want to give up any kind of big play, but wow. And New Orleans are just playing really good football against the Dallas Cowboys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, if you guys can really just slow down with the possible spoilers, that would be awesome. Aquafied plays and don't spam either. Come on now. Come on now. None of us are new to the internet here. Come on. Come on. Great drive, though. And we got Sicky. Touchdown, San Francisco. We got over 200 people in here, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me do a quick check on the subscriber count. Let's see where we're sitting at here. 3173 subscribers. Hell yeah. Thank you to all the new subscribers. The stretch goal for this year is we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers. So if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We do pretty much every 49er game. We also do stream some other games too. And throughout the course of the week, I do power rankings, predictions, all that good stuff. Good luck charm. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Will you be streaming the KC game? We'll have to talk about that. Possibly, hopefully. That's the goal. Cowboys getting smashed by the Saints in their own house. You don't see that very often, especially lately. Called a Kittle game earlier. You did, Christian. I have Kittle in fantasy, and Kittle's had a really solid game so far, so I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Crazy take him to the ASPCA. What's the deal? Go to the vet, maybe. Sure, just pull a couple $100. Yeah, I mean, the vet, it's just crazy how expensive all that stuff is, isn't it? That, like, all you want to do is just... I do know that, Thomas. Yeah, the University of the Hurricanes, they started it. It's just sad when you just want to look after your pups or whatever, and it just costs a fortune. Kick is away, so it's going to be a touchback, so Minnesota will get the ball 1st and 10 at their 30-yard line. Call to Kittle. Yeah, you did. What Melissa said. Yeah, if we can hold off, just because some people here do rely on the call from myself for what's actually happening in the game. So... so it's going to be 1st and 10 Minnesota at their own 30-yard line. There's a minute 53 to go in the half. Minnesota have 2 timeouts. San Francisco have 1. Can the San Francisco 49ers force another big play? Fred Warner just coming off a massive interception. Darnold in shotgun. Snap is away. He is looking to throw over the middle, and that's going to be wide open. And that's going to be up near midfield, and that is Jalen Naylor. Number 83, a pickup of about maybe 17 or 18. So they're already up to the maybe 48, their own 48. Minute 30 to go in the half. Darnold's going to be in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers down low, Jefferson up top. Snap is away. Darnold going to get sacked by Nick Bosa, and Bosa tries to rip the ball out, but not going to get it out. And I think Minnesota does call timeout here, but Nick Bosa gets the sack. Did I do that? Let's go. Bosa's like, did I do that? Timeout. Minnesota, minute 18 left. Bosa gets back there for the sack. Kyle Rector, how we doing, buddy? Great to see you. It's been a while. I think it's been since, February or so? But yeah, great job by Nick Bosa getting the sack there. They lose yards, force him to use a timeout. How are you, Kyle? I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good. This game has been a roller coaster, but overall, doing good. Yeah, great job there, Nick Bosa, forcing the timeout. And, of course, you lose yards on the play. Minnesota down to 1 timeout left. A minute 18 to go in the half. They lost 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 15 coming up here after the timeout. Darnold in shotgun. Back to his right is Aaron Jones. Snap is away. Going to dump it off here to Jones, and he's going to get maybe a yard on the play. And he does not get out of bounds either. So the clock is going to keep moving. It's going to be 3rd and 13. If you're San Francisco, do you consider a timeout? I don't think you do with how weird this game has been. And they are going to let the clock go. It's 3rd and 13, 50 seconds to go, and the clock is moving. And Shanahan, I think it's the right call to let the clock move. In my opinion, I think you let the clock move. There's 40 seconds to go. Clock is still moving. Darnold in shotgun. Man in motion now. Snap is away. Looking to throw over the middle. Caught. First down. First down Vikings, and that's Justin Jefferson. Clock is still moving. 20 seconds, so they pick up the 3rd and 13 at the 40-yard line, and they are going to spike the ball. There's 17 seconds to go, so Minnesota gets the first down. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. How we doing, David? Good to see you, David Villa. How did he do that? Like, why are we not, like, just... You put 2 guys on Justin Jefferson. Just 2 guys, just absolutely blanket Jefferson and let the rest of the chips fall as they may. After the spike, there's 17 seconds. The play clock is winding down here. And that's going to be they have to call a timeout. Wait, who called timeout? Why did San Francisco call timeout? Why did we call timeout? Why did we call timeout? It would have been a delay of game. Why did we call timeout? That would have been delay of game. It would have backed them up 5, unless they must have got that wrong. That had to have been a timeout on Minnesota. Otherwise, it would have been delay of game, and then they would have had to... Why did we call timeout? It would have been a delay of game, and they would have been forced to either have a 10-second runoff, I think. No, it wouldn't have been a 10-second runoff because the clock was stopped. Why did we call timeout, though? It would have been a delay of game. Snap is away. Darnold is looking to throw. Throws it downfield. Incomplete, looking for Jefferson. Lenore on the coverage. It's 3rd and 10. There's 11 seconds to go. For the life of me, what are we doing with calling the timeout there? I don't understand that one bit at all. To prevent an easy score, but the play clock had already wind down, and Minnesota had guys coming off the sideline. Maybe we had many men. That could be a good point. I'd have to look at that again. There must be a reason for it. 3rd and 10 right here for the Vikings. There's 11 seconds to go. They do have a timeout. Darnold's going to be in the shotgun. Does get the ball off in time. Darnold going to run for it, and somebody get to him. And they're going to call a timeout and kick a field goal. Darnold picks up about 20 yards there. So it's 3 seconds left, and the Vikings will attempt a field goal trying to make it 13-7 at halftime. Such a weird game. This is such a weird game. We completely blanketed Justin Jefferson there. Like, there was no way we were going to let Jefferson beat us there. I'm guessing that it was too many men in the field. Whoever said that's a good point. So there is 3 seconds to go in the half. Minnesota lines up to kick the field goal. This is just so odd. It's a 39-yard field goal attempt, so pretty much a chip shot. Snap is away, kick is up, and he drills it down the middle. So that's going to be 13-7 to the Vikings at halftime. The Vikings do get the ball to start the second half. Just such an odd game. I'm going to update the quarter here to 3rd. Thomas, you were 1,000% correct. 2 for 9 on 3rd downs is brutal. You cannot do that on the road. And you also have blocked punt, 97-yard touchdown reception, just unbelievable. We scored a TD. Why is the chain coming off? Oh, because now the drive is over. We'd keep the turnover chain on if we got another turnover. But we are at halftime here. US Bank Stadium. 13-7. A really weird game. A really weird game so far. That's all I can call it. Vikings hit the big time play to Justin Jefferson, 97 yards. Fred Warner, though, makes an amazing interception. Fred Warner's been awesome today. Crazy good interception. We go down, and then we get a touchdown. George Kittle, but the defense has to come to play in the second half. Bosa has got a sack, but you just got to get a little bit more consistency there. And so as frustrating as this has been, let's take a look around the league, and there are going to be so many fans who are frustrated. So let's talk Saints-Cowboys, everybody. Saints-Cowboys. Saints 35, Cowboys 13. 35-13 Saints over the Cowboys. Derek Carr is 9 of 11, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Wow. Alvin Kamara, 9 rushes for 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rashid Shaheed has a 96-yard touchdown. Kamara, 50. If you have Alvin Kamara in fantasy, holy smokes. Alvin Kamara has 117 yards and 3 touchdowns. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Wow. I just can't get over that. Holy moly. Saints 35-13 over the... That's just ridiculous. Let's move on. The Buccaneers 13-6 over the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff not having a great first half. 12 for 24. 136 yards and a interception. Jahmyr Gibbs not doing a ton. Yikes. Baker Mayfield throws his touchdown. Chris Godwin, 7 catches, 117 yards. Aiden Hutchinson has 3 sacks. What the hell? What the hell is that about? Packers 10-0 over the Colts. The start of the third quarter there in Green Bay. Colts are on the move. Titans 10, Jets 7. Not great. Seahawks 17-13 over the Patriots. So Seattle in some control there. Giants 12-9 over the Commanders. The Chargers 20-0 over the Panthers. And Bryce Young. Oh my God. Bryce Young. 8 for 10. You're like, oh, that's okay. For 22 yards and an interception. Jeepers. Not good. Wow, 20-0. I mean, we knew the Panthers were going to be bad, but crying out loud, that's horrific. And what else do we have? Browns 13, Jaguars 3. Raiders and Ravens 6 apiece. Jeez, some weird scores around the league. But look, Minnesota, full credit to the Vikings, especially for hitting on that 97-yard pass. Unbelievable. Let's go through some of the comments. Christian says, what are Ayuk's stats? They are basically non-existent. Ayuk has 1 catch for 2 yards. 1 catch for 2 yards. Not ideal, but we'll get there. Whole half of football to play. Scott Broyles says, exactly the type of game I expected. We're always slow and sloppy in the Midwest and rarely ever win there regardless of how good they are. Still in this one, Ayuk needs to step up. Jeepers, zoinks! So, yeah, not great, but it could be a whole lot worse. We could be the Dallas Cowboys right now. Yeah, we do have to figure out like what we're gonna do here. Defensively, we got to get a stop. Ideally, we get that 3 and out. You get the ball back, and if you can go down and score, that's like the perfect start. The perfect start is basically force a 3 and out, and then you get the ball back, long drive, forward touchdown, bam, you take the lead, and you go from there. David McNiner in the house. How we doing, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Ayuk is at $44 million per catch. Oh, yeah, that's value for money right there. Dak is consistently not consistent. So is he consistent? The stats for Jordan Mason, 12 carries for 72 yards, so averaging 6 yards a carry. So Jordan Mason is holding up his end of the bargain. Looking at the stats, I'm not sure we didn't trade. Yeah, Ayuk, I don't know. Just not great so far. Not great, but look, it's a long season, and he hasn't been there practicing with the team for a long time. So I had a feeling that it was going to take a while to kind of really get into to get him into a groove, and I think it's probably going to take another couple of games if we're being honest. How are people watching this kind of view it? It depends where you are, Trukel. As a diehard 49er, forever 49er, says Raymond, I always expect the 49ers to come out swinging and kick butt. Unfortunately, that doesn't always happen. Wishful think. Yeah, and look, every year there's teams that just completely surprise out of nowhere. And the 49ers have been that team a couple of times. 2019, the 49ers were that team. 2011 with Jim Harbaugh, his first year, we were that team where we came out of nowhere. Maybe the Vikings are just that team. That team that just gets overlooked, that are actually just really good. That could just be the case. Like maybe they're just a really good team, and, you know, we should be up 14-3. We should be up. Like we should be winning. But what really counts is what's actually on that scoreboard. I agree with you that like we've been playing pretty well. We've dominated time of possession, but we need to be better. And that's the thing. When you're on the road and when you should be winning and you're not a great sign. It's Brock performance 2 for 9. It's 2 for 9 on third downs, which is that's the brutal part. We've already ran 3 fourth down attempts in this game in one half of football. Like, not normally what you'd want to see. Odom got benched after that play. It looked like he maybe did. I did see Mustafa in there later on in the half. Mustafa was in there. But I'll see. I don't know. I think they're going to probably stick with Odom, I would imagine. So every game is at halftime with the exception of the Packers and Colts are in the third quarter. And Green Bay has the ball at the Indianapolis 46. Ravens and Raiders at 6 apiece. Ravens in range for a field goal. There's 27 seconds left in the half. But yeah. Kittle leading receiver in the first half with 51 yards. Not great when the tight end has the most catching yards. I mean, we've seen it happen a bunch of times. How do I watch it for free without paying? Aubrey? Good luck. Good luck finding a way. It's early in the season. Ayuk will earn his pay. I know he'll produce his Raymond 100%. Yeah, Brock is 13 for 18, 150-something yards, I think, and he has a touchdown. Mason is dominating. Brock is fairly sharp, I would say. Defense is flying around, still losing. It's the Midwest curse. We got to be 17 points better to win by 1 in the Midwest. Yeah. This game changed really quickly a bunch of times, and it's maybe going to continue to do that. So, of course, look, if you're San Francisco, what you want to do is if you can force a 3 and out, you get the ball back, go down, score a touchdown, and then all of a sudden, Vikings are kind of like, we've been leading for most of this game, and how are we losing? And that's kind of, then you want to plant the seed of doubt in their minds and force them to make throws. And that's what you want to do. You want to force Darnold. Like, we're not blitzing. Like, I want to see us blitz a little bit more. It's just our curse on the road against Minnesota, yeah. I mean, we got to be better on third down, too, 100%. Shifty is the only way I can get it. The only way I can get in with happening with the Niners, since I can't get anything in Pennsylvania. You are such a lifeline. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Happy to be here, calling the games, and just having a good time with you guys. And yeah, you know, Tua now has 5 concussions, says DJ Jean. Why won't he ever slide? Do you really think we'll see the Guardian caps? We might see it a little bit. I think with I think some players maybe will opt to wear it. I think obviously, look, Tua will need to learn to slide a little bit more. Absolutely. And just not take the big hits. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, and I don't have any training or anything with regards to like neurological stuff. So I couldn't tell you what's good, bad. I mean, I know the concussions are bad, obviously. That's not going to take a genius to say, but whether he plays again this season, whether he plays again ever again, or whether he's back in like 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know. Obviously, the NFL has got way more strict on things like concussions and being able to pass the protocol. So, it's going to take time, but I think that Tua needs to take the time, all the time that he needs, and not rush back. And yeah, Frank Gore, man, looking good. You can't not run the ball from the 1 yard line to score and follow up with giving up a 97-yard touchdown, Gonzalo. But yeah, I mean, I don't totally disagree with you, but look, the defense had been playing well up to that point. The defense had been playing really well, so they kind of trusted their defense if Minnesota's pinned back, and if they just made that play or if they just got after Darnold, it could have been a safety, could have been whatever. So supporter man Shifty hit the like. Yeah, well, do it up. Let me do a quick check on everything right here. Same here on the coverage. Coverage Shifty is indispensable. UK coverage is not what it was. The UK is favoring baseball, really? That's not a wise decision. Baseball's never going to be popular over there. Oh, sugar. Didn't mean to do that. So we're up to 3174 subscribers. Do consider subscribing to the channel, guys, if you are new. The goal for the season, we're on the road trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. If you are new to the channel, what we like to do is we do predictions throughout the week. We do power rankings. We preview the games. And of course, we live stream. I try and do as many of the 49er games as possible. Sometimes it's not, but I usually get the vast majority of them in. And sometimes we will stream some other NFL games too. So if you like someone who's a little bit wacky when it comes to calling 49er games and gets pretty riled up and passionate, well then stick here with your boy Shifty. Melissa says Tua needs to retire. He has a young family and it's not worth it to risk more brain injury. Yeah, he seems like the guy who's just like a hyper competitor. So, but look, I wouldn't blame him whatever decision he makes. And it's easier for me to, I'd like to think that it's easy for anyone to say that, but it's easier for me because he's not the quarterback of the 49ers. Now, if he was, I'd maybe be even more gung-ho, being like, I don't want to see my quarterback out there getting concussion after concussion. Like we saw with like Steve Young and those guys, that you just never want to see that. I'm never going to blame anyone too if they decide, you know what, enough is enough. Alrighty, so we are going to be back here in action in US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Niners are going to be kicking the ball to the Vikings to open up the second half. Justin Jefferson with a monster first half from that, especially from that 97-yard touchdown reception. Jake Moody kicks the ball away. It's going to be a touchback. So the Vikings will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Good job, Moody. That's all we really want from you. Niners had almost double the time of possession, but the Vikings had more yards. So that 97-yard was such a backbreaker. So, and the third down conversions, when you look at it, 2 for 9 when you look at 3rd and 4th down conversions for the Niners, and 4 for 6 for Minnesota. So Minnesota doing a great job on 3rd down. 1st and 10 Vikings at their own 30. Darnold behind center. Single back is Aaron Jones. Man in motion is Jalen Naylor. They are going to snap the ball, pitch it kind of to the left, cuts back inside. Aaron Jones gets about 4 on 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and 6. You have Yetur Gross-Matos in the game now. Leonard Floyd is not out there. I don't know if anything happened with regards to any kind of injury, but Leonard Floyd is not out there right now. Maybe you do kind of save Leonard Floyd for more of like the obvious passing downs. Gross-Matos might be a little bit better against the run. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Vikings. Darnold behind center. Aaron Jones is the back. Snap is away, and Javon Hargrave was in the backfield, and he's going to just throw it away. That's got to be intentional grounding. Didn't get anywhere near the line of scrimmage, but he was out of the pocket. Yetur Gross-Matos and Javon Hargrave just chasing down Sam Darnold. Hargrave was in the backfield immediately, had his hands on Darnold. A great play by Javon. And then Gross-Matos kind of just forces him to have to throw it away. I mean, nowhere near the line of scrimmage. I mean, should that potentially be intentional grounding? Like, he was nowhere near, I don't know anyone who was close to him. He just kind of dumped it away. Like, that should potentially be intentional grounding, I think. Like, he was outside the tackle box, but there wasn't really a player. Intentional grounding. They do call intentional grounding. Nice. So it's going to be 3rd and long right now for the Vikings. 3rd and 23. Snap is away. Darnold is looking to throw. He's got so much time. They're going to dump it off short, and he's going to be tackled. Nice job there, Diamador Lenore. That is going to be a 3 and out. The 49ers will get the ball back, force the 3 and out. That's exactly what you wanted to do if you were San Francisco. Force a 3 and out. And then you get the ball back. Ideally, we can get it back in some good territory right here. Yeah, that was intentional grounding. He was outside the tackle box, but the ball wasn't really near anyone, and it didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the punt is away. Looks like it's going to be Jacob Cowing back there, who it'll go out of bounds. That was a good punt. The 49ers will start the ball maybe at the 35-yard line, our own 35. Lenore with a good tackle right there. So it'll be 1st and 10 49ers from our own 35-yard line. Crazy guy has changed up his profile picture right there to Milwaukee Brewers. Milwaukee Brewers. Run the ball with Jordan Mason. Dexter, completely agree with you. Good job defense, though. That's a great way to open up the second half. Now, if we can march down the field, get a touchdown, get the lead, and then all of a sudden Minnesota is thinking like the pressure all goes to Minnesota then. They're like, what the hell? We were leading the whole first half. Now we're behind. Come on, let's go offense. Lapper started walking but limping and falling, but she's okay. Sorry to hear that, crazy guy. Hopefully be all right. Run the damn ball with Jordan Mason. You know, look, of course, you want to run the ball, and I'm all for that. But you have to know that Minnesota is going to be expecting that too. So, and I think that's why Shanahan, while I don't necessarily agree with it all the way, like I do think that like they were trying to, because I think Minnesota's expecting the run. So the Niners are like, they're going to be playing the run big time. So maybe we come out passing and try and catch them off guard. Now, it hasn't worked great, but it hasn't been awful either. But look, you got to mix it up, you know, keep them guessing. But yeah, you do have to commit to the run, because then if you can get those yards running the ball, that's when the play action can be so effective. The biggest Brewers fan. Very nice. Yeah, it's such a strange game, though. This game has been super weird. Let's go, Purdy. Want to see a gain 5-6 yards, and then, yeah. Just need to get those positive yards, you know, on first down, because that's where we've struggled on third down. Okie dokie. A lot of games are back in action now. Jets just scored a touchdown, so Jets are ahead of the Titans. Going to be 14-10. You have the Chargers 20-3 over the Panthers. Saints 35-16 over the Cowboys. Nice text message. Good job there by Yetur Gross-Matos, though, to force the pressure on Sam Darnold and force the intentional ground. They do pitch it down to Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason running over, guys. Picks up 9 yards. Let's go. Pickup of 9 on first down. We're going to be out to the 44-yard line. You pitch it down to Jordan Mason, and he just runs over a guy. Jordan Mason now 13 rushes for 81 yards. 3rd and 1. Purdy's going to come out in shotgun. Ayuk, Debo up top. Mason in the backfield with Purdy. Snap is away, kind of going hurry up here. Got good protection. Protection time's running out. Purdy's going to roll to his left and basically throws it. Caught by Juszczyk. First down 49ers. I thought it was going to be just like a throwaway, but Juszczyk wide open. Somewhat the way that Purdy kind of rolled to his left and threw it, it was reminiscent of the NFC Championship game when Juszczyk caught the ball on the sideline against the Detroit Lions. Juszczyk gets both feet in bounds. Really nice catch. And first down, San Francisco. We'll see where we're at on the field now. Juszczyk 3 receptions for 19 yards. 1st and 10 San Francisco at midfield, maybe just inside Viking territory. Snap is away. Purdy is looking to throw under pressure, rolls to his left, and he is just going to make a guy miss and maybe gets a yard on the play. Kind of does like a pump fake. Forces a guy to kind of jump to go block him, and Purdy gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half a yard on the play, but Purdy just kind of then leaps for it. So, yeah, the prototype Jordan Mason, yeah. Lapras? I thought it was like the Pokemon or something. 2nd and 10 San Francisco at the Minnesota 49. Purdy behind center. Mason's the lone back. Juszczyk is on the field. They're going to pitch it up top to Mason. Mason's going to be stuffed. And it's going to be 3rd and long now. Minnesota ready for that one. Loses a yard on the play. Jordan Mason. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. And the 49ers in another really difficult 3rd down situation here. 3rd and 11. This is a tough situation. If you get like 9 or 10 yards, I mean, you could absolutely go for it on 4th down. But I'm not crazy about this 3rd and long. You have to think Minnesota's going to bring the pressure. Brian Flores loves the blitz. Purdy in shotgun with Juszczyk in the backfield. Snap is away. Purdy under pressure, gets sacked, taken down, and that's going to be 4th down. Minnesota's defense stands. Nowhere for Purdy to go with the football. Better to take the sack. Damn. Let's see here if anyone was open. I mean, you maybe had Debo and Juszczyk for maybe a small gain, but it's going to be a sack. Nowhere to go with the ball. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Punt is away, and it's not blocked this time. Fair catch called for by Minnesota. They're going to take over at their own 14-yard line. So, damn it. But Minnesota is pinned back at their own 14-yard line. You could have maybe dumped it off to Juszczyk or Debo there possibly, but you're definitely not getting the 1st down. That's a nice touchdown throw from Rodgers to Breece Hall. Damn, they were doing so well. What's going on with the O-line? The offensive line really wasn't that bad there. I mean, it wasn't great either, but yeah, there's really nobody open, and he was just like swarmed in the pocket. Like just the pocket was just collapsing on Purdy, and I'm glad that it's better to take the sack than to force up a Hail Mary kind of, Purdy, that throw to Juszczyk was just killer though. But defense is going to have to make some more plays here. Around the league. Saints 35, Cowboys 16, Buccaneers 13, Lions 9, Packers 13, Colts 3, Jets 14, Titans 10. You have Seahawks 17, Patriots 13, Giants 12, Commanders 9, Chargers 23, Panthers 3, Browns 13, Jaguars 3, Ravens leading 9-6 over the Raiders. What's worse, Justin Joe? Oh, jeepers. Big city, yeah, I know what you mean. We need more receiver options? No, the 49ers have more than enough receiver options. I mean, when you think about it, you have so many guys like Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, Jennings, Juszczyk. I mean, Mason has ran the ball well. The only thing which you might say is that you do kind of miss McCaffrey in the passing game. But beyond that, I mean, we can't complain about the weapons that we have. It should be more than enough to move the ball. And we just get ourselves in these bad situations. It's you basically incomplete on 1st down, and then Mason loses a yard on 2nd down. Then all of a sudden, 3rd and long, and it's really tricky. So 1st and 10, Minnesota here at their own 14-yard line. Should be back to action momentarily. 10:19 to go in the third quarter. Come on, defense. Let's make another big play. Darnold behind center. Jones is the back. They fake the handoff. And Darnold is going to dump it off here. And that's going to be a big gain. Minnesota up to the 34-yard line. I thought there was maybe a hold on the defense. George Odom is out there, so it's not Malik Mustafa. Big pickup there for the Minnesota Vikings. I thought that was maybe a hold against Javon Hargrave, I thought. But 1st and 10, Minnesota up to their 32. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Cuts it outside, does Aaron Jones. Mooney Ward can't make the tackle. Pickup of 9. Minnesota just back-to-back. Play. Just giving up chunk plays right there. Damn it. It's going to be 2nd and 1 now for the Minnesota Vikings up around, just around their 40-yard line. Come on, defense. Need some big plays here. Need some big plays, defense. 2nd and 2, they're calling it. Jones, the lone back. Darnold is behind center. Come on, defense. Snap is away. They're going to pitch it up top to Aaron Jones. Get him down, Warner. Get him down, Fred. And he's going to lose a yard or so. Good job, defense. Fred Warner forces the loss on the play. Great job, Fred Warner. Loses maybe a yard or so on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and maybe 3, we're going to call it. 3rd and 3. There's 8:50 to go in the third quarter. Come on, defense. The Vikings at their own 39. Darnold in shotgun back to his left, changing the play call here. Snap is away. Darnold is going to be looking to throw under pressure. Get him down, guys. Get him down. Bosa gets him. Let's go. Come on, Bosa. Let's go. Come on, Bosa. 2nd sack of the game for Nick Bosa. Darnold under all kinds of pressure immediately back there. I think that was Yetur Gross-Matos who got back there in an instant. No, that was Malik Collins, I think. Yeah, Malik Collins, immediate pressure. Leonard Floyd almost gets him, and then Bosa takes him down for the sack. And the Vikings are going to have to punt the ball. Bosa's like, did I do that? Did I do that? Here comes the punt is away. And it's going to be taken by Jacob Cowing, fumbles the ball! And the Vikings, Niners. Who has the ball? Who has the ball? The Niners have it, I think. 49ers have the ball. He fumbled it, though, Jacob Cowing. Whoo-wee. Jacob Cowing fumbled this. He called a fair catch and fumbled it. Niners do recover the fumble, though. Unbelievable. Can we just get a freaking guy who... That's where, look, I know people aren't a huge fan of Trent Taylor, but Trent Taylor just doesn't fumble it. Can we just get a guy who doesn't freaking fumble the ball? Isaac Yiadom comes up with the fumble. God almighty. Why do they do this to me? It's taking years off my life, Jacob Cowing. We do get the ball, though, but unreal. Why do you do this to me, Jacob Cowing? Why do you do this to me? We got away with one there, ladies and gentlemen. We got away with one there. Wow, unreal. Did I just say we needed a turnover? He calls the fair catch. It's right in. I'm not jumping off the 49ers bus. The ball's right there. And he fumbles it. Luckily, we came up with it, though. Isaac Yiadom comes up with it, so we do have the ball. But still, now let's go for like a 10-yard drive, touchdown, put points on the board, take the lead. Let's just make my life a little bit easier, shall we? That'd be great. 35-19. Saints Cowboys kind of sneaking back in that game, just saying. We have the ball at we'll have the ball at our 13-yard line. Yeah, just everything in Minnesota is just weird. Like, it's just... I don't understand why everything has to be so freaking difficult. Alrighty. We are up to 103 likes, by the way. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the likes. We have 185 people in here. I do appreciate all of you for watching. Drop those likes on the stream. Keep it coming. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We do, of course, I do as many of the 49er games as possible. Also do power rankings, predictions, game previews, and sometimes we do stream other games as well. Twilight Zone football, completely right. Nice long drive ending in 7. That would be just beautiful. If we can just get a nice long drive, 7 points, that'd be nice. Great job, Nick Bosa, though, on 3rd down. Getting the sack. 2 sacks on the day for Mr. Nick Bosa. 105 likes. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Super appreciate all of you for all the support, for all of you watching the game here. This has been a really wild, wacky game. There's 7:41 left in the 3rd quarter. If we can come away somehow with a win here, that would be incredible. Long way to go in this game. Purdy's going to be behind center. The single back is Jordan Mason. You have Kittle in motion. They're going to hand it off to Jordan Mason, who maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, maybe 2nd and 11. Got my diploma. I know I said I failed history, but after it actually locked it. Hell yeah, good job, crazy guy. Every year we have issues winning championship super. Yeah. So it's 112 likes. Thank you, everybody. Let's keep that rocking and rolling. 187 viewers. 187. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. Purdy's going to be behind center. Debo is in the backfield, but now kind of motions out to his left. Purdy is looking to throw. He's got time over the middle. Intercepted! It's going to be intercepted. Vikings get the ball, and they're going to take it down inside the 10-yard line. And the Vikings take over. Purdy throws the interception. Damn it. Purdy had so much time. That looked like such a crazy... Like, who was he... That was such a bad decision, and Minnesota's going to take over at the 10-yard line. Ugh, he was so late on that looking for use checks. So freaking late. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Unreal. Almost bounced incomplete, but the ball's just flipping up and flying everywhere, and ugh. Not good. Yeah, this offense, Brian Flores kind of has Kyle Shanahan's number. First and goal for the Vikings at the 10-yard line. Ugh. Darnold behind center. They fake the handoff, looking for the end zone wide open, and that's going to be touchdown Jalen Naylor. Touchdown Minnesota. And they banked on the 49ers coming out aggressive, and they were 100% right. And just like that, we go from getting the ball back to the Vikings now go up 20-7. There is still time left, but this is not looking good. Ugh, just bit on it. Mooney Ward got beat so badly on that. We expected the run there, but they came out, play action, just perfectly timed. And it's up and good. Damn it. Just like that. Darnold just, I mean, that was a good play call. They banked on the 49ers being hyper-aggressive coming out, and we sold out to stop the run, and it was just, bam, right there. Vikings up 20-7. Not great. There is still time left. We're down by 13, but we have a lot of work to do, and the offense has to be way better. The offense just doesn't seem right. Like, there's nothing in sync, especially in the passing game. There's just nothing. Like, I don't know if it's the play calling or what it is, but there's just nothing that someone hates the color purple. There's just nothing there for the 49ers down the field, it looks like. Like, you had Ayuk open too. Ugh. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ugh, okie dokie. Well, time to get back to work then. Time to get back to work. That was a really bad throw by Purdy. I mean, he was so late getting to use check. And that's just a throw that when you are so deep in your own area, like part of the field, you're just asking for trouble. In fairness, Street Value, I hear what you're saying, but also, like, Mason was stopped on first. It was 2nd and 11. Like, do you run the ball again? Maybe? Almost seems like we're missing an MVP. Yeah, I mean, look, of course it would help if we have McCaffrey, but we were able to beat the Jets pretty darn good, you know? Oh, yeah, there's still time left, for sure. Like, we have... Trying to see how much time we have left in the third quarter. There's 6:49 left in the third quarter, so there is plenty of time. Don't get me wrong, but this offense it looks out of sync. Like the fact that Ayuk has 1 catch for 2 yards looks way out of sync. Defense must hold. Well, we got to score some points now. Because the offense has put the defense just in bad situations. You know, in fairness, the defense giving up the 97-yard touchdown reception is brutal. But, you know, the offense has to be better. Last week's game didn't inspire confidence. I thought we were pretty darn good last year. So the kickoff is away. It's going to be a touchback. So we will take over at our own 30-yard line. 1st and 10. There's 6:49 left in the third quarter. So there is still a lot of time. Parnell, you're kind of right. The Vikings we haven't won here in 32 years. And right now it's looking like it's going to be even longer. But look, there's still plenty of game time left. Oh, man, we just bit so hard on that. Mooney Ward or someone just completely blew it up. There's a flag on the play, on the kickoff, which was a touchback. Like, what is going on? What is the NFL doing here with this stupid new kickoff? Like, what are we... It's a false start against the Vikings. Will that be added on? I don't even care that it's against Minnesota. I just think that it's just such a illegal formation. I just think that this new kickoff is not a fan. Not a fan. Who's hating cheer Minnesota? Bing bong. Rick is... Let's go, Brock Purdy. So we start 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Purdy's going to be in shotgun, Mason to his right. Snap is away, looking to throw. Under pressure, Purdy's going to get sacked, and we just lose 10 yards there. So it's going to be 2nd and 20. Kyle Shanahan coming out and looking to throw the football, and it doesn't work, and we lose 10 yards, and it's 2nd and 20. 2nd and 17, they're going to call it. Oof. Nobody open. This is brutal. Credit to Minnesota, man. They are out-coaching the hell out of us. I have to be honest. 2nd and 17 now. Snap is away. Purdy is looking to throw. Throws it downfield. Caught! Brandon Ayuk up to midfield. Let's go. 1st down. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. 1st down, 49ers, baby. Up to midfield. Let's go, Brandon Ayuk. Come on. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. 1st and 10, midfield. Purdy in shotgun. Debo and Juszczyk in the backfield. Snap his way. They're going to hand it to Debo. Debo's off to the right side, and Debo just got to get upfield. Gets thrown down. Going to lose a couple yards. Damn it. Yeah, not great. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Let's see a change of drinks. That's our 6th play that went for negative yards. That is not good enough. 2nd and 11 now. We're at our own 49-yard line. Play clock winding down. You got to snap it. Got to snap it. Calls a timeout. Ugh, that is brutal. That is brutal because you are going to need those timeouts later. What's up, Tommy? How we doing, buddy? Always good to see you. Critical drive here. Yes, Meese Fish. Let's go. We've just really, I mean, I do have to give a ton of credit to Minnesota because they've been really good. And they've really outcoached us. But, you know, it's just one of those things, too, where we've also beat ourselves. Like, where we just have to be better. Like, you can't, like, now that timeout, that's not good. Because we're going to need that later. 2nd and 11. There's 4:39 left in the third quarter. We're at our own 49-yard line. Purdy's going to be in the shotgun. Snap is away, looking to throw. Time's running out. Purdy's going to run for it now. And he's going to break the tackle. First down. Let's go. Purdy breaks a tackle, gets a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 49ers inside the Vikings 40-yard line. Why a timeout, and it was because the play clock was winding down and they just were not ready for it. They were not ready for it, so they had to call a timeout. Otherwise, it would have been 2nd and 16. But Purdy picks up the first down on the scramble right there. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. We're right at the Vikings 40-yard line. Purdy behind center, and Mason is the back. Snap is away. Purdy is going to hand it off to Mason. Not much doing there. Only gets about 2 yards on the play. Ayuk getting into it with one of the Vikings defenders, and it's getting really physical here. And I think you can't afford any flags here, guys. Don't be stupid. Here we go, says Anthony Palmieri. Yep. Purdy is tough. Aldi's pumpkin ale is pretty good, sweet, strong, and stout. I'll check that out. Alrighty, 2nd and 8 now at the Vikings 38. Purdy's in shotgun, Mason to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw. Time's running out, and Purdy gets sacked. Loses 6, so it's going to be 3rd and very long now. And just nowhere to go with the football. Like, man, Brian Flores is just destroying Kyle Shanahan here. Yeah, there was just nowhere to go with it. He just has Shanahan's number. Ronnie Bell! Oh, no, actually, there was a defender there. You can't make that throw either. Nowhere to go with it, and the blocking doesn't hold up. I just have to give credit to... You have to give credit to the Vikings. The 5 sacks on the day. 3rd and 15. Snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw. Throws it. And it's intercepted again. Another interception. Intercepted. Brock Purdy throws another interception. Unbelievable. The ball slips out of his hand. And what a great play by the Vikings player. The ball just slipped out of Brock Purdy's hand. Nobody hit Purdy. The ball just slips out of his hand. And the Vikings player was able to... The ball just slips out. Nobody hit him. Unbelievable. And the Vikings take over here. They hand the ball up to the middle, and they're going to get about 8 yards on the play. And I think this game is going to be getting over pretty soon right now. Yeah, this is looking ugly. 2nd and 3, pickup of 7. The ball slips out of Purdy's hands and it's intercepted. Like, it doesn't even fall incomplete. I mean, it probably would have been a fumble. First down, Minnesota, and they're up to the 49ers, 30-yard line. Big back-to-back plays here. Ty Chandler and Malik Mustafa is in the game for the 49ers. Why did they call it interception? Oh, because the ball slipped out of his hands, and before the ball dropped, it was actually caught by the Vikings defender. It was crazy. 1st and 10 Vikings at the 31. They hand it off to Chandler up the middle, who's going to get about 5 yards on the play, maybe 6 yards. I think, the Vikings are just running. They're minute 20 to go in the third quarter. They're going to let this just completely run down, and I think the Vikings are going to have this game. The only shot you really have here, if you're the Niners, is you hold them to 3, and then it's a 16-point game. I just wonder if they would maybe call it an interception because the ball did go forward as well. The offense all out of sorts in this game. 2nd and 4 for the Vikings at the Niners' 25-yard line. Snap is away. They pitch it up top to Chandler, and he's going to get the first down. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 Minnesota inside the 20. Ugh. Yikes, yikes, yikes. George Kittle hurt? I don't know. I don't have the audio on. I don't know if George Kittle is hurt. I hope not. Jesus, I hope not. Bosa's on the ground now, shaken up. That's pretty much worst case scenario. And there's a Justin Jefferson is on the ground too for the Vikings. And Jefferson looks like he's in a lot of pain. So you have 2 key players down on the ground here. You have Bosa shaken up, and you have Justin Jefferson shaken up. Looks like maybe his ankle got a little bit rolled up on Bosa. Oof. And Jefferson took a shot as well. Red Zone says he went out on a cart. That's brutal. That is freaking brutal. Kittle on cart to locker room. Oh my God. Justin Jefferson looks okay, so that's good news. Actually, wait. Justin Jefferson, sorry, that was another player. He's being taken off with the help of training staff. He's walking he's walking with the help of 2 guys. Looks like he's in a little bit of, he looks like he is in some pain. But Kittle taken to the locker room on a cart, so that's just horrific. This game has just been a complete disaster. Complete disaster. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Niners' 20-yard line. Snap is away. Niners bringing pressure. They do just have the perfect play call for it. Aaron Jones fumbles the ball and Niners recover it, I think. It's going to be a touchback to Niners get the ball. We fumble the ball. We get it back. And it's going to be Isaac Yiadom who recovers the fumble. Freaking Kittle carted to the locker room. I hope Kittle's okay. I was thinking that I didn't see Kittle much. Fred Warner Fred Warner's unreal. Fred Warner punches the ball out of Aaron Jones' hand. It's a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by Isaac Yiadom in the end zone. So the 49ers will get the ball back now, and they're calling it a touchback, so we would get the ball back at the 20-yard line. This is in Minnesota, Miss Pittsburgh. So it's 1st and 10 San Francisco. There's 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Fred Warner is unbelievable. He is ridiculous. 8 seconds to go in the third quarter, and let's see what happens here. You're telling me there's a chance. And the free agent signing Isaac Yiadom does recover the fumble. Fred Warner just punches the ball out. Ayuk, it's your show now. Shifty, when does Greenlaw return? Probably not till, I would say, about week... My guess is week 10 at the Buccaneers would be my guess. Play is under review. Are they checking to see where he recovered it? Eight seconds to go in the third. It's at the 1 yard line. It's actually not a touchback. 49ers, we have it at the inside the 1. That's not ideal. Mason is going to get out to the 5 yard line, so pick up a 4. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. So we're heading to the fourth quarter here. I do have to update. So the 49ers have the ball, 1st and 10 at our own 5. Thank you so much, Sicky. Another one for All-Pro Fred. Fred Warner's, he is the best linebacker in the NFL. Forced to fumble against the Jets, has an interception and a fumble forced here against the Vikings. He is ridiculous. I hope Kittle is okay, though. God, that's just, it's such a massive concern. Yeah. Great job, Fred Warner, to force that fumble. Aaron Jones was just heading right for the end zone, and then we were able to turn it over. Isaac Yiadom recovers it inside the 1, yeah. I was hoping that they would just say they would leave it for, say that it was a touchback, but, yeah. Look, we got a long way to go. We got 15 minutes to go in the game, but on the field, we're at our 5 yard line. And we're going to have to figure something out here because the offense has struggled, to say the least. The offense is really struggled. Thank you so much again, Sicky, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man. And just Fred Warner's unreal. But yeah, we're going to have to figure something out here offensively because Brian Flores has just destroyed us. He sacked we got Purdy sacked 5 times. And then 2 interceptions. Now, that second interception was more just Purdy. The ball slips out of his hands, so that's just not good. But, you know, yeah. Yeah, Fred Warner, he's the player of the game. Fred Warner's been unbelievable. I hope it's a turning point, Anthony. But, you know, we haven't been able to move the ball effectively at all on offense. So I'm obviously super concerned about how we're going to score 14 points in a quarter when we haven't really mustered a whole lot of anything up to this point. But I'm not saying that it's impossible by any means either. I think Leighton Vander Esch broke already neck brace. 20. Yeah, I mean, you look at Leighton Vander Esch, he had to retire early. And even Luke Kuechly as well. Man, I really hope Purdy learns from this game. Flores really seems really good at confusing the offense. I hope his pre-snap reads improve. I just think that it's one of those things that the 2 guys who seem to have Kyle Shanahan's number is Jim Schwartz and Brian Flores. They just own Shanahan. 2nd and 6 now. Purdy in shotgun looking to throw. Going to throw it quick. It's going to be caught by Debo. Wow. In a ton of traffic and makes the catch. That is unreal. Great catch, Debo Samuel. Going to have to go into maybe a little, you don't have to go into hurry up here, but you can't just be taking too long. Justin Jefferson is now going to the locker room, walking to the locker room under his own power. And unfortunately, George Kittle was carted to the locker room. No, Kittle is back out there. George Kittle is back out there. Purdy, downfield, throws it, going to be caught. And that's going to be Debo Samuel up to the 30-yard line. 1st down, 49ers. Let's go. So Kittle is back out there. So that is big for the 49ers. Kittle's back out there. Big play there for Deebo Samuel. First down, 49ers. Andy Reid, but I'm talking more about like defensive coaches who own. Kittle is back on the field, so that is really good news. And we're up to our own 31-yard line. Purdy in shotgun, Mason to his left. 13:48 to go. Purdy is looking to throw under pressure. Going to be caught here by Ayuk. You're going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. That's Chris Conley. That's Chris Conley. It's going to be 2nd and 6 now. 13 and a half minutes to go. Clock is moving. Kittle is back out there. So that's a relief. But the offense has got to get moving, though. We'll have to see if Justin Jefferson, because the Vikings will get the ball back at some point, maybe a few times, and no Justin Jefferson, that would be brutal. 13 minutes to go in the game. 2nd and 6 from our own 35. Purdy in shotgun. Gonna look to throw. Mason get the block. Gets the throw to Ayuk. Gets first down yardage. First down San Francisco. Stephon Gilmore on the coverage. I don't need cable. I'll just watch you watch the game. Good stuff, Melissa. Good stuff. Love to hear it. That's good. Yay, y'all need him. Yeah, great to have Kittle back out there. It's gonna be 1st and 10 San Francisco at our own 41 or so. Snap is away. We are gonna hand it to Mason, who just maybe gets a yard on the play. Nothing really doing there. The running game, the Vikings have done a great job at shutting down the running game in the second half. Mason just hasn't had the same lanes to run through as he did in the first half. 2nd and 10 right now. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, rushing yards. 72 in the first half for Mason, only 12 in the second half. Kittle is out there. He's got like a bandage around his arm, so I'm sure he's going to be banged up tomorrow, though. Snap is away. They fake the handoff to Mason. Purdy downfield, incomplete. There was a lot of traffic that Purdy was throwing to there, and now it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. Looking for Deebo Samuel. And this is the thing now, when you have to pass a lot, that that was just a really good play there by the linebacker for the Vikings. But this is a really experienced secondary. You're very welcome, Stan. I appreciate you for being here. 3rd and 10. Come on, we got to pick up this first down. Purdy's going to be in shotgun, empty backfield. Vikings showing blitz. They're only going to rush 4. Purdy throws it downfield. Going to be caught. George Kittle breaks a tackle. First down into Minnesota territory. Let's go. Let's go, Kittle. And he helps up the Vikings cornerback. Personal foul, roughing the passer, add 15 yards. So that's going to be 15 yards added to the end of the play, too. Oh, Kittle needed IV for fluids. Okay. Roughing the passer, so that's 15 yards added on. First down, George Kittle. Plus the 15 yards. So the Niners on the move here. Kevin O'Connell not happy with the personal foul, and I can see why he's not super happy. We're at the Minnesota 29. Victor Citaro, they just haven't been going to him. They just haven't been going to Ayuk at all. It's weird. I can't tell you why. 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 29. Purdy in shotgun. Mason to his right. Purdy is looking to throw. Gonna launch it. Oh, that's just basically a throwaway. A glorified throwaway, but it was a little bit too close for comfort there. That was Byron Murphy Jr. on the coverage, kind of looking for Kittle down the field, but I think that was basically a glorified but that actually would have been. Purdy needs, if you're going to throw it out of bounds, you got to put a little bit more on that, because that could have been an interception. 2nd and 10 now from the Vikings 29. Purdy in shotgun. Mason is right beside him. Snap is away. Purdy's looking, dancing in the pocket. Purdy throws it. Caught Deebo Samuel. What a play. Purdy just dancing all around the backfield and then finds Deebo down the field who's wide open at the sideline and just kind of backsteps out of bounds. Deebo Samuel. Did he... Yeah, that's a good catch. I think Niners probably going to go hurry up here because you don't want the Vikings. Minnesota is going to challenge it. Oof. Minnesota is going to challenge the play, and it looked, we'd have to see when he caught it. He catches it both feet in bounds. Yeah, that's a catch. That is a catch. He caught it both feet in bounds and then lifts his right foot, and then his right foot steps out of bounds. So to me, that is a catch. Of course, I am super biased, but from my perspective, that's a catch. Baker Mayfield making things happen. Big City Man says, how is the O-line doing today? I think the offensive line has... Look, we've given up 5 sacks, so that's not good. There's been, I think, some clear... Wow, what a throw by Levis to Ridley. I think what's happened more than anything is that Brian Flores has just completely confused the heck out of Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy. I just think they're not even sure what they're looking at. In my opinion, that's what it looks like. So, but the offensive line, there's been like a few plays where there's been massive miscommunication clearly. But overall, I think that I don't think he had the ball when he lifted his foot. I think he did have it. What is wrong with the Niners today? Yeah, it's been an ugly game. Been a very ugly game for the 49ers. I'm pretty sure that was a catch, though. I feel like he had both feet, he caught it, and then he lifted his right foot. Kind of waiting to see what the call is here. But to me, that's a catch. Back in the day, nobody would leave Candlestick. Yeah. Well, yeah. When you have Joe Montana, like when the Chiefs won by 2, you have Joe Montana. You know, if you have any kind of a shot, you're gonna stay. Just curious now to see when we get back to action here what the call on the field is. But yeah, just a wild, wacky game. But the 49ers, we do have a shot here. You got to get into the end zone, obviously. Yeah, that was ruled a catch. So that's good. So it's going to be 10:57 left in the game. We're at the Vikings 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Vikings lose a timeout. They hand the ball off to Mason. Mason's going to run forward, gets about 6 yards on the play. That's going to be a pickup of 6, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 down to the Vikings 10-yard line. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's freaking go. 2nd and 4. 10.5 minutes to go in the game. Clock is moving. Purdy's going to be behind center. You have Kittle and Salbert out there. 2 tight ends. Deebo, Ayuk, and Mason. They're going to pitch it down to Jordan Mason. Mason cuts inside. Mason, touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Jordan Mason just scores a touchdown. Pitches it down to Jordan Mason and touchdown 49ers. Let's go. Let's go. 10-yard run for Mason, baby. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mason makes a really nice cut inside. Great blocking by the offensive line and all the offensive players right there. Let's go, Tennille. Let's go. Here comes the extra point attempt for Jake Moody. It is up and it is drilled and good. So 20-14 now. Over 10 minutes, about 10 minutes to go in the game. Both teams have 2 timeouts. We're going to be kicking the ball off here to the Minnesota Vikings. And this game has got real interesting now, folks. Real interesting. Kyle Rector says, let's go. Thank you so much, Kyle, for the $9.99. Everybody, let's give a big shout out to Kyle in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. 99.5-yard touchdown drive. Now, look, we did get 15 yards of penalties to help us out along the way, but hell yeah. Shout out to Kyle in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody. So you're telling me there's a chance. 20-14. Now, look, the Minnesota Vikings offense, they're going to start feeling the pressure now. 49ers defense just got another really good break. When you talk about game time, it was a 5-minute drive. But reality, you do factor in some of like the players kind of, the in between the quarter and all of that, you're probably talking about 10-15 minutes of rest. So the defense is going to be well rested for this drive. Got to be ready for anything. But let's go. Can we steal one here in Minnesota? Something that we haven't been able to do as of lately. Come on, defense. Defense has got to step up. Let's go. Come on. The tide turn at the fumble. You're right, G-Not. And who was it that said this is the game-changing play? I think it was Anthony said, oh, this is the game-changing play right here. Is Jefferson still out, says Evil Ducks? I don't know. We're going to find out very shortly. If he is out, then that's big, because they're already down Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson. So Darnold's going to have to throw to guys who who just aren't as good, but potentially, maybe doesn't have the same kind of chemistry with those guys either. My Taylor Swift sighting count is up to 3. Go Kelsey. The game hasn't even started yet. Need a turnover, just a stop. A turnover, obviously, I would take it 100 times out of 100, but just need a stop too. So there's 10:16 to go in the game. 12-play, 99-yard drive, 4:52 off the clock. Mason kicks the ball away, and that is going to be a touchback. So the Vikings will get the ball at their own 30-yard line. Still rock. Yeah, the turnover chain. Look. When the Niners force a turnover, we put on the turnover chain. When we score a touchdown off of that turnover, we keep the chain on. Sheila Burke, 34, says 49ers, big defense. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anthony said turning point, and indeed it was. So it's going to be 1st and 10 here in Minnesota. I don't see Justin Jefferson out there. I do not see Justin Jefferson. 1st and 10. 2 backs in the backfield. Snap is away. They're going to hand it off up the middle to Jones. Jones going to get maybe 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7. And Aaron Jones a little shaken up there maybe. Yeah, Aaron Jones now kind of walking off a little bit gingerly. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. Yeah, Aaron Jones at the sideline. Yeah, it looked like he was a bit awkward trying to get back up. Shaken up a little bit on the play. Hopefully Aaron Jones is okay. 2nd and 8, they're calling it. Darnold in the shotgun. Backs either side of him. 2 receivers down low. Now a receiver motions up top. Snap is away. He is going to be looking to throw. He's got time. He's going to now try and maybe run for it. And he's going to be... Oh, Fred Warner punched the ball out. It goes to out the sideline. So it's going to be 3rd and long now for the Minnesota Vikings. 3rd and 8 maybe. Yeah, 3rd and 7 they're calling it. So Darnold running to the sideline. And then Fred Warner actually punched. So that's going to count for a forced fumble. But went to the ball went out of the sideline. Darnold was running towards the sideline. Warner punches it out. 3rd and 7. This is a big opportunity here for this 49er defense and the team. 9 minutes to go in the game. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. Snap is away. Niners bringing a blitz. Darnold throws it quickly and wide open, and that's a first down. Looked like a bit of like just a pick play, but they ran it perfectly. Damn it, that's a first down, Minnesota. He's kind of yeah, you got to be ready for that play, though. Yeah, Yadam and Mooney Ward not on the same page there. First down. First down, Minnesota. Come on. 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Can't give up any more points. Minnesota at their own 44. They hand it off to the running back. Running back going to stumble over his own feet and then gets maybe 2 or 3 yards. Come on. Yeah, there's just over 8 minutes to go. Big City man. Clock is moving. By the time this next play is snapped, you're probably talking like 7:45 left in the game. Both teams have 2 timeouts. It's 2nd and 8 for Minnesota at their own 40, we'll call it 46. Darnold behind center, single back. 3 receivers up top, tight end down low. Now a receiver motions down low. They're going to fake the pitch up top, and Darnold just going to throw it. Heaves it incomplete, looking for the tight end. That play was just ruined from the get-go, and it's going to be 3rd and 8. Now the defense has to get off the field here. You've given up long third down all game long. You got to get off the field here on 3rd and 8. Have to get off the field here on 3rd and 8. Come on, defense. Come on. Let's go. Leonard Floyd looks like he's pumped up and ready to go. Darnold in the shotgun, back to his left. Man in motion. Snap is away. Darnold throws it downfield, and it's caught. What a throw. And that's Jalen Naylor. And another long 3rd down. Another long 3rd down completion. And that, my friends, is probably going to do it. Where was Isaac Yadam even? Why was he so far away from him? And that's going to do it, most likely for this game. Unless you can force a turnover here, which let's not completely discount that. But I think Minnesota's just going to run. So you got to try and force the ball out. Snap is away. You pitch it up and get him down. Picks up 2 yards up to the Niners 27. Yeah, just this. Here's the difference in this game, everybody. 3rd down. 3rd down is the difference. The Vikings really, really good on 3rd down. The 49ers awful offensively on 3rd down. Aaron Jones looks like he's kind of running on the sideline. 2nd and 8. You got to force a turnover, or else you just hope that you hold them to 3 and they miss the field goal. Damn it. 2nd and 8 now for the Vikings. Darnold in the shotgun back to his left. At the 26, they're looking to throw it here. Gets maybe 6 yards on the play. Devondre Campbell pushes him out of bounds. And that stops the clock. It's 3rd and 2. No, actually, the clock is going to keep moving. Yeah. 3rd and 2 for the Vikings. You got to stop him here. Regardless, but just the fact that like there's no Justin Jefferson, there's no Jordan Addison, there's no TJ Hawkinson. Aaron Jones goes out after the first play of the drive and you're still giving up. Unbelievable. 3rd and 2. Snap is away. They are looking to throw it. Darnold throws it, first down. Wow, he's playing with so much confidence. And that's first down. That's a first down, Minnesota. How much time? There is 5 minutes to go in the game. And they're going to keep moving this clock. Yeah. I actually have so much respect for the Vikings, though. To come out throwing it there, that's unreal. Yeah, take the chain off. Yeah. I have a lot of respect for them to come out throwing the ball in this situation. Now they hand the ball off to Johnson, who's going to fight down inside the 5-yard line, and that's going to do it. First and goal from inside the 5. And Minnesota is going to take this game. Unless you can force... I mean, if I'm Minnesota at this point, I almost just kneel down and kick a field goal and make it a 2-possession game. I almost do that. 4 minutes to go. The clock is still moving. First and goal, Minnesota. Darnold behind center. I think it looks like Aaron Jones is back in the game, so looks like he's good to go. Which you never want to see anyone get hurt. They're gonna say false start on the Vikings, but this really doesn't matter. Like if I'm the Vikings, I almost just completely consider, like I'm doing just like run plays and I'm telling my running back to hold on for absolutely dear life. Bottom 5 worthy. Niners can't even, what are you talking about, dude? The Bears are like, they're the bottom 5 team. At least Ayuk got paid, yeah, for like 2 catches. It's crazy. They pitch it up top to Johnson, who's going to maybe looking like if he's going to throw the football like a crazy trick play. But it's going to be second and goal. There's 3:42 left, and, you know, this game is pretty much all but over. But it looked like Johnson there was, yeah, he was thinking about throwing the football, but just actually really good coverage downfield by Mustafa, if anything. So certain are you? The Yoda. Yeah, I think Minnesota, they're just going to run the ball a couple times, kick the field goal, take the 2-possession lead, and there won't be much time left. Darnold, quick throw out to Aaron Jones. Devondre Campbell on the tackle. I think the 49ers used their first timeout. 3:37 to go. Third and goal. All you can really hope for now is that you basically hope for a blocked field goal or a missed field goal. That's the only way. It's the only way that you get that you can win this game. But I have to look. It's super disappointing, but I have to like give so much credit to the. I have to give so much credit to the Minnesota Vikings because they played a hell of a game and they deserve to win this. They absolutely deserve to win this. You hold them to a field goal, yes, but then it's 23-14. It's a 9-point game, and it's 2 possession. There's only 3.5 minutes to go, and you're going to have to be using your timeouts. So 7 of 11 on third down. That was the key right there. Third downs. They hand the ball off to Aaron Jones, and so it's going to be fourth down. The Niners are going to call the timeout. There's 3:33 to go in the game. Block, field goal, turnover, pick. That would be sick. Shanahan is not going to be happy with this game at all. I mean, his offense was not good. Let's be honest. Like, Purdy made some really bad decisions. But 20-14, this is a chip shot here. This is closer than a point after attempt. But all we can hope for now is that this guy misses the field goal attempt, and that gives us a shot. He's lining up for it. What's his name? Reichert or something? Reichard? Will Reichard. Will Reichard, you are going to kick it right, man. 27-yard field goal attempt coming up. Snap is away. And is good. So there we go. It's 23-14. That's pretty much going to do it for the game. Of course, I'm going to stay and call the rest of the game until the game is over. But, yeah. There was absolutely bad play calling. And there was Yeah, bad play calling. We got severely outcoached. Severely outcoached. I thought that Minnesota was incredibly impressive. Safe to say that my power rankings are going to be changing significantly the next when I do my power rankings heading into week 3. And Minnesota is obviously going to be comfortably in the top 10 after, and the Saints too. There we go. The Patriots are beating the Seahawks. What in the world? The Seahawks are at the New England 15, and there's a minute 43 to go. Shanahan kicks that field goal in the first half. This is a different game. Sorensen better figure this out. You're going to have to admit there was some... Oh, yeah, there was... I want to watch the Cincinnati, Kansas City. I won't be doing that one, man. I might be watching some of it, but I won't be doing that game. I just think that we didn't get consistent pressure. I mean, Bosa had 2 sacks, but we're still not getting any consistent pressure. It felt like it seemed like Minnesota were just way better prepared. Seemed like they were way better prepared defensively than we were. Jets and Giants games both tied. The New York teams are both tied. Jets, they have 2nd and 16 at the Tennessee 45. And then the Colts actually are kind of have a chance, a slim one at that. But Giants Commanders 18 and 18. Holy moly. Is Andy Reid the NFL mob boss and Bob Shanahan? Purdy doesn't have killer instinct. I like him, but he's not a predator. I think Purdy is not afraid to throw the ball down the field. You could say, yeah, but you got to go for it in the first half. At the time, I agreed with the decision to go for it. Well, here's the problem when they didn't kick the field goal. Not only did you not get the 4th down, but you combine that with 2 plays later, it's a 97-yard touchdown throw the other way. So that's the problem right there. Because if you let's say if the Vikings maybe get a first down or 2, then they kick the ball away, fair enough, and then we get the ball back. But you don't get on 4th down. It's a 14-point swing right there. But that last drive was an absolute killer. You make it 20-14, and Sam Darnold picks up, 2, 3, 3rd and longs? Just brutal. Just absolutely brutal. It was really bad. And I get it if they have Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison, Aaron Jones all out there. But none of those guys were out there. You're getting schooled by Sam Darnold and a bunch of nobodies at receiver. That's just you were getting outcoached ridiculously bad. So Purdy's in the shotgun, Mason and Kittle in the backfield. Purdy's going to be under pressure, throws it away. George Kittle going to get upfield, and he gets maybe 6 yards on the play. Vikings have 23 points. Yes, they do. So it's a 9-point game. So it's a 2-possession game, and just no. The curse of Minnesota is real. I mean, this is only our 8th game there in the last 32 years. So if we played them every year, then that would be a massive thing, but it's still bad though. Let's be real. 2nd and 4, Purdy's looking to throw. Dumps it off here to Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason gets the first down. 3:14 left to go. Do you maybe get to the Vikings 35, kick a field goal, and then try an onside kick? I always thought about that. Go and hurry up here. San Francisco snap is away. Vikings only rushing 3 here. Purdy throwing downfield. Going to be caught by Deebo Samuel. Down to the Vikings, maybe 39. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Now these are, I don't know if I want to say garbage time stats, but got to hurry up. Come on. 1st and 10, Purdy looking. Throws it over the middle. Going to be caught, and that is Saubert inside the 30. Do you maybe spike it and then kick a field goal? All right, you go for the touchdown here, I guess, yeah. 2:24 to go. Snap is away. Purdy over the middle, going to be caught. And that's Salbert again, down to the 12-yard line. Go, 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 go. It's going to be 2nd and 18. Clock is stopped. There's a flag on the play. And that's going to be against the defense. And there's another Minnesota Viking player hurt, which is going to stop the clock. So it's going to be, that's Dallas Turner, the first-round pick. Hopefully he's okay. I think he looks fine. I know, DJ Gene. Isn't that ridiculous? So it's 1st and 10. There's 2 minutes 18 to go. San Francisco has the ball 1st and 10 at the Vikings 12-yard line. I mean, regardless, you're banking on an onside kick, but snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw under pressure. Throws are going to be caught. Debo gets nowhere, maybe 2 yards. Got to go, hurry, got to go, got to go. You got to get another playoff before the 2-minute warning. Got to hurry up. 3, 2, 1. That's a false start. Frickin' hell. You just got to snap the ball. Why are you not snapping the ball? It's a false start, though. Jets, you are correct. The Jets take a 24-17 lead over the Tennessee Titans. Jets could pick up their first win of the season. Patriots and Seahawks tied 20-20. The Patriots get the ball at their own 30. Deebo Samuel going to the sideline right now. Voting is over for my victory ice cream. The Kit Kat cone wins. 2nd and 13 because of the false start. So it's going to be 2nd and 13 from the Vikings 16. Purdy in shotgun players either side of him. Snap is away. Purdy looking end zone. Did Ayuk catch that? I think he did catch it. Or are they saying incomplete? Are they going to have to look at this? Ayuk thinks it's a catch. It is a catch. Yeah, that's a good catch. I think. We'll have to see. They're going to have to look at that. So it is scores around the league. Baltimore 23, Vegas 16, Chargers 26, Panthers 3, Saints 44, Cowboys 19, Tampa Bay 20, Lions 16. Green Bay does beat the Colts 16-10. Cleveland leading over the Jaguars 16-13. Patriots, Seahawks tied 20 apiece. Jets 24. And then you have the Titans 17. I think that was a catch. No, catch, not a touchdown, but it would be 3rd and 2 inside around like the 5-yard line. And it would be 3rd and 2 around the 5-yard line. So what you're obviously going to need to do if you're the San Francisco is you are going to need to, well, you have the 3rd down, so you want to get in the end zone here, and then you need an onside kick, which is, the odds of that are what, maybe 5%? Yeah, with the timeouts, it's a bummer. Absolute bummer. Looks like the Buccaneers are going to beat the Lions in Detroit. I'm waiting for the action to come back here. I think they're reviewing the catch from Brandon Ayuk to see if it was a catch or not. But if it is a catch, and I think it might be, this would be 3rd and goal, or sorry, 3rd and like 1 or 2 from the Minnesota 5 approximately. But this is a really long review here. So we're going to have to see what the call is. Still waiting. I'm still waiting on it, so. It is a catch. So they have confirmed that it's a catch. So it's 3rd and 1 at the Vikings 4-yard line. Ayuk did catch that. He caught it and the ball kind of slipped out of his own hands. So they are going to do a quick pass here. And what was that? A quick pass to Deebo Samuel. And they lose 10 yards. That was an absolute disaster. You kicked the field goal here. Van Ginkel was all over that. Almost intercepted. And he did that last week. Why don't you run the ball with Jordan Mason? You're doing this stupid, like that play was dead from the get-go. You're trying to outsmart yourself. But here you have to kick the field goal. And Moody does drill the field goal. So it's going to be 23-17. But you have to get the onside kick and then you need a touchdown. But why would you not just hand the ball to Jordan Mason there? You do snap, and he does a quick pass out to Deebo. But Van Ginkel is all over it. Absolutely all over it. They read that play like a book. He's just overthinking himself. I think a little bit. I think you're kind of right there, Street Value. Like it's just I don't maybe not arrogance, but he's outsmarting himself. It's like just run it's 3rd and 1. If you run the ball, the worst that you do is maybe lose a yard. Here comes the onside kick, everybody. Minute 12 left in the game, and look, we know just how ridiculously low chance an onside kick is to recover. Hoping for the best, though. So it's going to be Wishnowsky. It won't be Jake Moody. It'll be Wishnowsky with the onside kick. That's such a stupid onside kick criteria. Like, what is that? Like, what are they thinking, the NFL? I think don't be surprised if the Vikings call a timeout as well, just to see what the 49ers want to do. Come on. Let's get Lady Luck on our side. Timeout. That's going to be timeout Minnesota. Timeout Minnesota. They just wanted to see what the play call is going to be. Whoever the idiot coach play like that with the lousy. Yeah. I don't understand the play call, says Junior, even when they had Deebo in the backfield and Mason was good. Yeah. Eddie V, what are you talking about? We've been in, the last 3 NFC championship games. I think the issue is that we're just completely outsmarting ourselves. Like, you don't have to. Why run that play to Deebo? Why not just hand the ball off to Jordan Mason, who at the very worst is like maybe he gets back to line of scrimmage and then you can go again on 4th. Like, I'm perplexed. I'm befuddled. Here comes the onside kick. Wishnowsky kicks it, and it's going to be recovered by Minnesota, and that's going to be the game. Minnesota has it, and Minnesota will win, and Minnesota will move to 1-1 on the season with a massive win by the Minnesota Vikings over the San Francisco 49ers. The Colts are 100% trash. What's new? What's new onside kick rules? Well, the onside kick rules are now you have to, it can only do it in the 4th quarter. You have to be losing and you have to basically declare it to the other team. It's just insane. Yeah, what a disappointing game. But I have to honestly, look, I'm super disappointed, but look, we're 1-1. we've been in way worse situations over the years where things ended up badly or things ended up much better for the 49ers. But I have to give so much credit to the Minnesota Vikings, though. They did an amazing job. Like, they thoroughly outcoached the 49ers. The Vikings are, yes, they are now 2-0. The Niners are 1-1. But I have to give so much credit to the Vikings. Like, their coaching was excellent. Brian Flores was absolutely magnificent. He beat Shanahan. I don't think it was that close. He beat Shanahan quite easily. And then you look at on the other side of the ball too, Kevin O'Connell. With all things considered, Kevin O'Connell did a fantastic job. And I think of course, it's easy to point to like the 97-yard touchdown reception as like the creme de la creme, but like that last drive that Minnesota had that led to the field goal, they were in multiple third and long situations. They didn't have Justin Jefferson. They didn't have Jordan Addison. They didn't have TJ Hawkinson. Aaron Jones was out for most of that drive, and they just pick up yards. They took off a whole bunch of time off the clock, so just absolute credit. The Vikings deserve this game, and it's one thing to lose when you think that you should have won, but I just have to say Minnesota deserved it, and they were the better team. So there's really no other way to put it. So, I mean, full credit to the Vikings. Just tuning in, I don't think be worth watching the game again. I probably wouldn't think so. Street Value, thank you so much for the $9.99. Everybody, let's give a shout out to Street Value. Also, guys, before you head on out, because I know a lot of you are going to head out now, the game's over, consider liking the stream and subscribe to the channel. Even if you're Vikings fans, maybe you'll enjoy watching some of the 49ers stuff in the future. Look, again, full credit to the Minnesota Vikings. They were the better team on the day. They were definitely better coached. You have to tell them Shane, isn't that ridiculous? You have to tell them that you're going to be kicking an onside kick, because otherwise you would line up in this new regular formation that they have. So, I mean, you can't onside kick if you're ahead. That's not the biggest one, because I don't know why you would onside kick when you are ahead. Shifty, what's your gut tell you about our team this year? Do we suck as bad as it? I don't think so, Eddie. I think you're overreacting. Let's think back to last year. We were 5-0, granted, but we lose to Cleveland on the road. We lose to Minnesota, that bad Monday night game. Then we lose to Cincinnati. We were 5-3, and then we get our bye week, and we come back out and we dominate teams. So every team's going to have some bad stretches. Go back to 2021 and 2022. We had bad stretches in those seasons. I'm not saying that we're in a bad stretch now. I just think that Minnesota did such a fantastic job that they just beat us down. They beat us down, They'd absolutely deserved it. Thank you so much, Street Value. You're the man. And thank you, Kyle Rector. We have Sicky as well, who was here earlier. Thank you, Sheila, for subscribing. Anthony, a gaming boy, for subscribing. Sebastian, Kyle, Sicky, Raymond, crazy guy, Anne. Thank you, everyone, for all the new subscribers. It's awesome. Jay in the Bay as well earlier. It's a tough game to lose, especially when you go in expecting to win. But Minnesota, they're one of those teams. Maybe they are the team that just completely sneaks up and surprises everybody this year. Full credit to Minnesota. Next week, we go to the Rams in Levi's South. Look, if we can go to the Rams and get a win there, if we can go to 2-1, then you have back-to-back home games against the Patriots and the Cardinals. If you can then think about going 4-1, you're obviously feeling a lot better about yourself. This is tough. It's a tough loss, but you just have to look. Sometimes the team just kind of kicks your ass, and we saw it last year. The Browns kicked our ass. We saw last year the Vikings kicked our ass. The Bengals did. What were the other games that we lost last season? Those were the 3 ones in a row. But yeah, you lose games. No team. Oh, look, the 72 Dolphins. It's been over 50 years since a team has never lost a game in a season. So we'll be okay, I think. Melissa's happy. Did the Jets how's the game going in the other ones? So it's in overtime, Seattle and New England. Rams Cardinals have kicked off. If the Patriots win, hopefully, and regardless, we'll still be tied top of the division even after this. But let's see the other games. So the Jets do beat the Titans. Good job, Jets. And the Giants and the Commanders are probably going to win that game. So, but at LA is about 50-50 as far as fans go. Yeah, absolutely. But we'll see. There's a lot to clean up. And we have to remember as well, right? So I'm not saying that Nick Sorensen is going to be as good as D'Amico Ryans per se, but if we think back to D'Amico Ryans' first few games as defensive coordinator, the first game was at Detroit, where Detroit had that crazy comeback at the end. What was the third game? Was that Sunday night game against Green Bay, where we scored the touchdown to go ahead. There's like 30 seconds left, and then Rodgers gets the Packers into field goal range. We give up 30 something. Like it's going to take time. It's going to take time to get into the rhythm. And Nick Sorensen is kind of new to this. But I just have to give credit to the Vikings. Claire, you're very welcome, and you are very welcome. Yay for Breece Hall and the Jets. And thank you all for being here, guys. Way to be optimistic, says Billy Boy. Look, I'm being optimistic because I've seen this team under Kyle Shanahan look like. Let's go back to 2021 when we were at home against Colt McCoy and the Cardinals, and we got thrashed. And then we end up in the NFC Championship game, probably should have been in the Super Bowl and should have won it. So there's that. But, every team has bad games. Like, look at the Cowboys. Cowboys lost 44-19. The Lions just lost. Like, you have the Saints, the Buccaneers at 2-0, the Vikings. Like, who would have thought this? This is crazy. I want to thank you all for being here, though. I'm going to head on out of here, guys. I am going to be doing my videos throughout the week. Power rankings are going to be changing massively, and we still have a bunch of games left in this week too. But they will be changing significantly. Yeah, I have faith in the 49ers to bounce back. Credit to the Vikings, though. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for being here, and appreciate you subscribing. Here's 5 for a consolation beer. Pities and an STI. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Love it, man. Thank you for the, helps keep me going a bit, I'll need a beer after this. That's for damn sure. Thank you guys for all the support, sincerely. 2021 Colt McCoy was looking like Steve Young in that game, June. You're right. And that game, they didn't have, DeAndre Hopkins. I remember they were no DeAndre Hopkins. It was Colt McCoy, and they thrashed us at home. I just think that, honestly, it might just be a simple thing where I believe Brian Flores has Shanahan's number. Kevin O'Connell did a great job. I also think Jim Schwartz has Kyle Shanahan's number. I just hope we don't have to see Minnesota again. Giants just lost in the last second. That's brutal. I could see that the Commanders were driving down the field, so it sucks for your Giants, Melissa, but hopefully, look, the Jets won, so that's something. Yeah, Vikings beat us last season with Cousins, so we'll catch back. Yeah, exactly. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out on this stream. Obviously, the game didn't end the way we wanted it to. We wanted a Niner win, but it was pretty close. We did fight to the end. Fred Warner is a monster. Fred Warner is the best linebacker in the league, so that's something positive right there. But the offense is going to have to bounce back in a big, big way. And hopefully we can do that in LA against the Rams next Sunday. Appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you for all the support. It really, really do mean that. And I'm going to head on out, guys. But try to enjoy the rest of your Sunday, even though we are all disappointed the Niners lost. But look, it's football. No team goes 17-0 in the season anymore. No team does that. So let's bounce back. Let's get better than ever. And I do have faith the 49ers will be back. So congrats to the Vikings on the win. But appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'll be doing my videos throughout the week, and we'll talk to you soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to say 2 things before I head out. That is, the butt counts. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.